sorry for the slightly late start, folks. We had a bit of a crash. So, how is everyone going out there? Stand to my quarters, and welcome back to another stream of RogueTech Apollo's Vipers as we continue the campaigns of said Apollo's Vipers. Where am I? Yeah, we had a bit of a crash, unfortunately, as I tried to load into the hard contact mission. So, yeah, I'm not going to try the hard contact mission to start with. 3.5 skull mission, battle 417 priority salvage against Wolf Clan. Absolutely perfect starting mission for the day. Unfortunately, I'm not going to try it again until later on in the stream. Hello, everybody. Wow, you guys got the pre-stream chat going on much more aggressively than usual. Hello, Sproke. Hello, Brick. Hello, Lorga. Hello, Polonovich, Greybeard, Autobot, Mech, Bubbles, Brick. Everybody. Wow, just absolutely everybody's here. This is really cool. So welcome to another Saturday stream of Apollo's Vipers as we're about to get started to kick butt, take names, and do all sorts of things like trying to get out of debt. As you can see, we are a little bit in trouble on that particular front. But hey, we're going to do our very best. I won't be here next Wednesday. I'll be moving. Oh, well, we'll miss you for sure, Red 5. Hopefully you're moving to a brand new place that you will enjoy considerably. We have a couple of pilots currently in the barracks who do have some level ups due to them, and I'm pretty much sure that I just went right on down the line to give everybody a gunnery 9 because I wanted to increase accuracy and get that sweet -2 recoil penalty, which is so lovely. Except, of course, for Coach, who's getting his 10% heat generation buff, which is huge. It's one of the best in the game. Hello, Kroger. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you around.
Yeah.
We're about to get ready as we just need to level up a couple of pilots. Normally I do this before the stream starts, but then, you know, again, crash. So, Command Center, I wanted to take hard contact. Beautiful mission. This is everything you want in a starting mission. It's not too high level, so you can just sort of get relaxed into it. It gives you a ton of salvage, and it's against an opponent who's really going to give you a bit of a run for your money. Unfortunately, like we said, not working also great, so we're going to take a slightly less difficult one. Pride and Vanity for 417 against the Pirates. We are still looking for a Red Reaper part, which I desperately would like to get my hands on, so Pride and Vanity might actually run us into one of them. We have 4 parts to that Red Reaper. If we just plant enough heavy firepower into it to make it explode, well, we'll be a very happy camper. So we just need to find it first. That's going to be the trick of things. Although I think we can pull it off. So we're just going to load everybody up in the max. We're going to hit deploy, and we're going to see if we can't kick butt and take names. Wait a minute. What tier of game are we not in? Barring the Star Trek one where they don't use money. Well, they use prestige, except you can't have negative prestige or prestige because it's not a monthly payment thing. Raid boss needs a huge foghorn after it blasts. To blast after it fires those heavy gas rifles, a warning call, if you will. If it's a warning call, shouldn't it fire before the gas rifles? But I like where your head's at. Bill gave it to me my first Twitch sub back in November, and I renewed it in December. It was the first I ever bought. Oh, thank you so much, Lorca. I do appreciate it. So, hey, that was one slip because you said the name, and I didn't fully hear it. I'll be right back. We'll see you soon, Brick. So yeah, we're going to be dropping down kicking butt on Clan Cloud Cobra, which is Sprogue's actual personal clan. You may have noticed, actually, if you take a very close look at Lego, although it's kind of hard to see in like the small resolution of the chat, you'll actually notice that he has a Clan Cloud Cobra symbol on his chest, and he's painted in Clan Cloud Cobra colors. And despite being incredibly festive and very American, Lego's Legion is painted in Clan Cloud Cobra colors. So I'm going to try and have to avoid saying Clan Cloud Cobra too many times because it's getting to be a little bit difficult to try and not stumble your tongue all over it. But yeah, so this is Sprogue's home clan that we're going to be kicking butt, taking names on, and hopefully beating the other Capan. Actually, no, we're working for them, aren't we? Yeah, we're working for them against the pirates. Never mind. Maybe Daddy Proud MechWarrior 5. And for those of you who have missed it, MechWarrior 5, we had our stream for it yesterday. We actually managed to finish the full campaign. The VODs of those will be going up on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of the following week. So on Friday, you'll actually see the end of the campaign, which ought to be pretty fun. So we're dealing with at least 3 lances. The reinforcements have already arrived. Wow, so it's only going to be 12 units versus our 8, which is rather fascinating, actually. As the enemy is right behind us. Where's the support lance? Yeah, it was a bit of a trap. The primary support lance and the primary enemy units up there. The reinforcements are right back here, so we may be in a little bit of trouble. We got a Fallen Marauder, ERPPC, our standard medium lasers, and a light EC5. We're going to reserve. We're going to sit still. We're not going to do anything, because attempting to do anything on turn 1 when you've got this much heavy metal in your back is not going to be a good thing. Oh yeah, it's definitely a trap. However, they may have made a significant mistake in attempting to have a trap right on top of us. First of all, they fired at the ebb and carry, so good tactical planning on that part by them. And second of all, somewhere in here there's a pilot called Punisher who happens to be driving one of the slowest mechs that I've ever built, called the Raid Boss, who can't move very quickly and has very close range weapons, and they've decided to put their faces in punching distance. Oh, this is going to be fun. So clearly the game crashed before in order to give me this little priceless gem. The first warning is the shrapnel pattering of the second line mechs as the scouts are eviscerated by Gauss rifles. Ah, yes, much firepower. You see the Marauder running away already. What have we got in back here? Who fired those lasers at us? So it's an Ostrock. Interesting. Is that 4 larges or what? I'm trying to remember how the Ostrock is actually built up. It's at least 2, and it's a fairly decently powerful energy. I'm not trapped here with you. Exactly. They are absolutely trapped in here with us. Because one of these mechs is not going home today. Let me just reserve on down. Right, if there's Artie, it'll be hiding under a tiny drink umbrella. The foghorn on the Fafnir is to warn anybody not to be in range. And a cicada! How adorable! The cicada tried his very best, but the pirate laser AMS on board the Fafnir has taken care of all of that. Although only had to shoot down 2 of them because, you know, first turn protection and all that. Makes you gosh darn near invincible, which is a lot of fun to be. When you can just sit here, which is why we're reserving near the bottom, because the enemy would attempt to counter. Or if we tried to go after the enemy, we would be suffering all these negative accuracies. But if we wait down to the bottom, they will all have moved and sacrificed their bonus in being able to avoid incoming damage. So that's why I'm just going to tumble all the way down to probably around 8 or so is when it's kind of safe to start going on. More incoming missiles. The best thing to do on turn 1, by the way, if you're just going to start throwing things out, is 1, artillery, and 2, fast cam. Because if you can start laying mines all over the place on turn 1, it doesn't matter if you hit or not, and you're not going to anyway. So you may as well just lay super thick minefields on top of the enemy. It's a great way to go about a turn 1 if you can actually see the enemy, which the AI does because the AI gets to cheat, but we won't talk too much about that. Pardon me. Fast cam would be a cursor. For us, yeah, we like to get in tight and close with the enemy, so just picking up a whole bunch of fast cam is generally a bit of a bad idea for us, because we're not looking to sort of dodge and weave against them. We're looking to get in right next to them and punch them in the absolute face that they happen to be presenting, which I'm really hoping I can find this Marauder. Although stealing that Marauder might be a better idea. A little bit back incoming fire, but again, the Fafnir does not care at all, picking off every single shot. Alright, so it's probably safe to actually start engaging people, so let's go about and seeing who we want to kill. There's an Azula 2, which is a fairly decent tank, and I wouldn't mind destroying it completely and entirely. If I can get a side angle shot, that would be better, but I kind of don't think that's going to happen. There's also the Cicada ahead of us, which, again, it's not going to be a very difficult target to kill, especially since I can get a side angle shot on him. We're just going to drill right on through him, but apparently the Gauss Rifle's not having a great day on that accuracy, as it rarely does. Do I want to move the Marauder? I kind of don't. No, we'll push this Azula. We'll make it hurt. Don't want to turn too much towards the, to put my back towards the enemy. There's the Marauder. We're going to be chasing after you with our flame mechs. Just you wait. We're going to warlord it up just to give ourselves a little bit of additional accuracy on this one. Also generating 0 heat, so the first turn is for free. I'm not quite sure what he was shooting at over there, but apparently the Ostrock almost ate a Gauss shell to the face. T-Bone, where be ye? Alright, the Not a Mad Dog shall now engage. We are looking to try and grab that Marauder. Not for any specific reason, other than I do need I need a mech that has missile arms, so we are kind of in the market for that. But other than that, we're just going to start laying pain on everybody. Oh, you don't actually have the ability to do that. Okay, fire at the Ostrock. I have no interest in saving a 65-ton energy-only mech. Just does not appeal to me. Okay, I should send 1 after each group. One of my undying mechs, mainly because if I do that, the enemy will not be capable of resisting. Alright, what do we got over here? Looking at mostly missiles, so we got the Hetzer back there, the Hunter over there, and a Saladin with an AC-20, so that's going to be rather unpleasant. We're going to switch our weapons over to HE, just to make sure that we get maximum damage. What's the problem right now? Weapon accuracy moved, target moved, +6. That's pretty impressive, actually. I'm going to lay down a Septilock just to give myself a little bit slightly better increased odds of nailing him with a heavy large laser, so I can beat the ever-living crap out of him. Thermal bolts and ground attack is immune to AMS as it doesn't target a specific... Really? I would have figured that the area AMSs would have taken care of that. You still missed, but it didn't matter. You blew him up. I'll take it. Cicadas are terrible. Don't try and buy them. We once tried to utilize a cicada. Once. We mounted a hyper laser onto it, and it was hilarious for about 15 seconds, and then we got tired of it. And then it like jammed its weapon on like the 2nd or 3rd shot it ever fired, and we were like, you know what, this was a dumb idea, and we promptly scrapped it. Power up. Copy that. Ooh, we nailed quite a bit of fire on that one. Good job. Or a kid had C3? Oh, that's a kid had C3? Did it? Or is it falling out of our C3 effect? I'm never quite sure how that actually works. Barbecue port, you are still not equipped the way that I need you to be. Which is somewhat irritating. Rush on in here. You will actually have your back towards the enemy, which may invite retaliatory fire. So switch ourselves over to SRMs as we switch over to Inferno. 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 So yeah, that'll be 40 missiles. The accuracy is not amazing, as you can see, but we will follow this up by a brilliant follow-up strike in the coming rounds. So for now, please enjoy this complimentary flame. 95 feet, that's passable. Next turn we will be able to torch him. Wells Fargo Wagon needs to actually start killing people because it is very good at it up until the point where the enemy decides it wants to destroy it entirely. Oh, that's a hunchback. Oh, that's a hunchback with guided arrow 4 ammo. Okay, we know who we're actually stealing. Thank you, Marauder, for playing, but I'm no longer interested in you. You have ceased to be of interest to moi. Because this is the Holy Grail right here. Our biggest problem right now is that we do not have ammunition for our 2 Clan Arrow 4 launchers. So if we can kill that thing, that would be ideal. Switch over to high explosive on all my missiles. Oh, good. Structure exposed. Inferno arrows equal best arrow? Yeah, if we can find them. Overload the integrated AMS? That's not really a problem at the moment.
Got your back.
Great, boss. So we're going to try and cook him. And the reason why I'm going to try and go for the cook is because there's less of a likely chance of just utterly annihilating him if we do that. Warlord it up. It's not going to be great on accuracy, but enjoy my gifts. Actually, I was about to split fire, but I can't if I would do it. There we go. Right leg just gone. One shot. On your back. You're a 65-ton mech. You ain't fighting me for very long. Let's see. I'm going to try to say it again. Ba weep prana weep ninba. Dinba. That's it. Ba weep prana weep minimba. I'll get it eventually. One of these days, one of these months. It's 28 days to the next planet. We got a full company of mechs, 2 tons of ammo, and we're in space, and we're on the hunt. Yep. The biggest issue right now is that we have ammo. Yeah, we potentially have ammo. We have to get it first. That'll be the key here. I think I'm gonna put pressure on this Azula. I know it's a little bit over aggressive here, just slightly, but I want to make sure that I don't have to deal with it in the coming rounds. Wow, that worked horribly. Harden Pharaoh, hardening up. I think you have some Inferno Arrow in Howl's campaign. Do we? Oh yeah, we do. We were actually building out that catapult in today's episode of Howl's campaign. So it's a little less than ideal. It's not quite what I'm looking for in a mech, but we're gonna make do with what we can. Okay, so first things first, we need to start getting into a position where I can actually engage said. There you are. There you are.
Acknowledged.
So obviously I'm not going to fire the heavy large lasers at him because I don't want to actually break his armor. Breaking his armor is considered to be a very bad thing right now.
Roger.
But I do want to just amp up as much heat as I can. 27 is a tiny amount of heat, I understand, but it's the basis. It means that I don't have to be perfectly accurate with my MMLs in order to completely cook him in one round. Speaking of, Apollo's on 17. Okay. Yes, I will beat him on this one because he's on 17, Apollo's on 17. They have a lament. That's cute. Ow. So this is the lament with the triple Tiger ERPPCs. And he cooked himself already. Oh crap, Jester's up. Why is Jester up? That's not good. I don't need these pilots up. I need pilots who will not actually get in the way of what I am attempting to do. And that is all of you. Let's see, who's also... Not a Mad Dog? Yeah, this is actually a fairly good position.
Got it.
Stride up here. Could kill the Azula nice and easily, right? Yeah, piece of cake. Don't have a multi-target problem, so... Yeah, we'll just go for this. See if we can't take out his leg. Didn't work, but we're close. We're through the armor at the very least.
Ready for orders.
Jester, in your Marauder.
No problem. On my way.
Okay, you can multi-target, so you shall. So a little bit in here, a little bit in here. And we're going to go bravo, bravo. Actually, yeah. Like that. That'll work, right?
Engaging multiple targets.
That did not work. I gotta stop trying to be clever about this and just finish people off already. He's feeling a bit stressed, which is good. Crap, they made it to 17 first. Which means the Hunchback gets to move. That's not good. Who is the idiot? Who is the idiot in my charger in Howl's campaign? Nobody. How far are you into the campaign? Eben Carey about to take an arrow from behind. Luckily for us, it's a guided arrow, and it missed. Guided arrows, of course, are incapable of actually causing any splash damage, which makes them into basically thunderbolts. Literally, they are no downside thunderbolts once you get clan arrows, because they weigh the same, except they're not vulnerable to AMS. Let's see if I can cook them a little bit. 135 feet was not as much as I kind of needed that to be. And the Timberwolf is kind of on fire as well. You're on 71? Okay, I won't spoil anything. Guys, don't spoil Arndale. Although, let's see, who was driving the Charger at that point? I want to say that it was Paradox? But in any event, it operates pretty pretty effectively. Alright, Wells Fargo Wagon. You don't have multi-target either. I don't want to deal with this Azula. I don't want it to stand up and cause problems. So, you know what? Just kill it. It has the ability to make my life very irritating with all those countermeasures. I don't want it to actually, you know, do that. So we'll place ourselves right here. Wells Fargo Wagon, surprisingly, getting shot at a lot less than usual. So 25% of the pirate reinforcements and the support lines have been dealt with as well. Primary target, of course, has not been engaged just yet. That makes me think it went boom. It has 2 boomsticks. It goes boom every single time I bring it out of the hangar. It's awesome. It is by far my favorite mech that I have constructed in that entire campaign, bar nothing, including the Rakatar, because we have an 80-ton mech with a 400 rated fusion core that is just bonkers. So, let's see if I can't get a decent line of sight on somebody that I don't care about. Wolverine, don't really care about you. Oh, but you are a helixhopper. That means that you must die. Eben Carey, keep on the speed, keep on the move. That way the enemy freaks out about your presence. That's okay then. Alright, Lament, I am going to have to deal with you soon. I do have to deal with the Saladin, because the Saladin will be quite painful. Oh, it's a fire starter. Cute. A hunter. Don't care. The warrior and a Hetzer. Oh, that's what was sitting on top of each other. Okay, give me that warrior again. Because I think I have a chance of actually shooting it out of the sky. There we go. Warrior taken care of. Good. Because I may want to just try and steal some of these mechs. All chargers eventually go home. There are no such thing as retired chargers. That's not true. The 1A2 chargers with the AC-20s that basically are land-bound victors are really fun, actually, because they've got so much firepower under them. I'm kind of disappointed that the Charger's not in MechWarrior 5, because it would be so ridiculously fun. I mean, the 1A5 would be completely worthless, but still. Or the 1A1 would be completely worthless, but it still would be pretty fun. Saddle with its AC-20. What you gonna do with that AC-20? Nothing. That's what. That's right. You ain't gonna do nothing. Take a little bit of a shot, see if you can't blow off the leg. How much health is left in this leg? About 45-ish, so let's try not to blow it too far to smithereens. That's actually not too terrible. Gonna shut off the X-Balls just to bring the... and the Raker. Yeah, that should do it.
Let's see what you got.
Good, both legs destroyed.
Enemy eliminated.
So we just got the fusion core out of that, which is useful. That is possibly the only useful piece of equipment that was on the entire mech. So all around, that was beautiful.
I'm there.
Welcome back, Brick. Glad to have you. We got in a blaze of glory. Alright, Punisher, you need to kill somebody, preferably not these 2 mechs, because these are the 2 mechs that I would like to steal. So if you wouldn't mind heading off over in this direction,
Copy that.
taking a peek and saying Guten Tag. Thank you. Thank you for that lovely image of a Fafnir managing to nail a Saladin hovercraft, which is more gun than hovercraft at this point, with Gauss rifles. It's just beautiful. I love it. Alright, who do I need to kill back here? I need to kill several people. I'd rather not push the Wells Fargo wagon to that position, though, if I can help it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move right on over here into cover.
Confirmed.
And start Foghorn. Foghorn Leghorn. We're going to switch over to standard ranges. Just in order to give me an idea of what's going on. There we go. And of course I need to unselect, turn off, turn on. Wolverine could engage, Firestarter could engage. Thank you, Cargo Room, for the follow. Do appreciate it. Howdy and welcome as well to you. We're going to lob a couple of ATMs over towards this hunter just to sort of get him started. But really, this whole action over here is currently in a delay as we work on trying to capture the arrow ammunition that we so desperately need. The Disco Cat can sort of help out on that one, so we'll rush on over here as well. See if we can't avoid too much of a direct conflict with that Lament. The triple PPCs are quite painful. I should know, I built one exactly like it. So it's not exactly fun to run into. Picking that guy up. with a sponge and a fucking... Yup, pretty much. Alright, what do we got? I've got the Lament shot here, and that's about it. Laments have, I believe, inners for XLs? I don't think they have clan XLs. Alright, barbecue bolt. More fire. There we go. That was the heat levels that we needed. So he's offline. You can now go starting to hunt the, go start hunting the Marauder. Jester, in your Marauder. I could try and take off his head, but, you know, I really don't want to try that. Although, there is a chance that the ammunition explodes. Do I have decent sensor data on this guy? No, I don't. In that case, then we will, in fact, leave him alone to do other things while we ignore your Marauder. Probably shouldn't. He's got ERPPCs right behind me now, but I'm feeling a little bit cocky today. Yeah, kill me a hunter. There we go. Just sort of needled him to death with all the pulse lasers.
One more for the trash heap.
Okay, Timon. Where's the not a mad dog? The not a mad dog should actually place itself in a position to sort of block out this Marauder. That way the enemy is somewhat concerned about it. It has the armor to tank it, and I don't think it has all that complex armor either, so the armor repairs should be relatively cheap as we continue to move in that direction. Urban Carry can just basically move in right amongst the enemy wherever he would like to go because, well, his ferro armor does not care about any sort of incoming damage. What we can do also is, while you're sort of at it, continue to work our way through all the support vehicles. There we go. We don't need to capture any of these. These are worthless to us.
Vehicle destroyed.
Yep.
Arclight, your Timberwolf, yes. You can't actually see him, which is more than a little amusing to me. I do need to place you in a position to be able to shoot at both targets, so just pull out a little bit like so.
Understood.
Lovely. Headshots are only 10, so you're just going to start piling on more incendiaries. That'll be a full knockdown as well, which will panic the pilot a little bit more. That will make headshots more difficult, but we're not going for a headshot kill on this one. If we can get a little lucky, I'd like the pilot to just eject, but we're going to have to wait till next turn. Alright, who we got coming? It is the fire starter. Is it an Omni starter or what? Wasn't actually paying attention to what it had. Don't know, don't really care, because we're about to walk a very large, very scary mech into it. Because I am coming, of course, to the remembrance that we probably don't have enough Inferno ammunition to take these guys intact. So, good night. Oh, you had to miss the one. Two of them probably would have just shredded the entire mech. Damage is optional for the carry. No, it's not optional. It'll happen. It's just whether or not you care about the damage becomes optional. So we'll probably just crush these guys entirely and then finish off the torching of these. That is, of course, if I have a sufficient amount of torch in order to take care of said Marauder. What are you going to be doing? You're on 16, so you're up now. Let's see what it wants to respond with. I mean, if I were it, I would turn towards one of the mechs that's currently showing its back to it, like the Marauder. No, it's realized the most deadly thing on the field right now. The thing that is probably going to steal it for us. His heat is critical. That's a mistake, buddy, and you know it. Raid boss taking a little bit of counterfire, but that's okay. The raid boss is just as immune to damage as the ebb and carry. They just do not care. I mean, it's 100 tons of fun with armor that just never stops. On to 16. Am I just waiting for the end of the round? I am. We just gotta sit and take whatever they can throw our way. Who's left? Yeah, you're a toasty boy, aren't you? Hardened Pharaoh is fine. Exodus in the Wells Fargo wagon. We'll just continue the engagement on that Lament. I don't think we need to take it intact. So take aim. Oh, you're good. Your arm's almost all entirely open. Switch to our high explosive rounds because they will explode for even more explosives. Lay down a sensor lock just to improve anything. I wasn't really paying attention if he moved all that much, but it doesn't really matter because he's almost dead. There we go. Heatsink double destroyed. Structure exposed.
Reporting.
Pilot, if I were you, I would get out of the mech, and I would get out of the mech really quickly. Because you know what? Disco Cat's coming for you. Could have run for it, but you know what? This is almost as accurate. Yeah, I really think you have an Inner XL engine. We're gonna find out, but I'm pretty sure. Timber Wolf. Let's see if you can actually cook this guy. Because if you can, that'll save me a lot of pressure. Nah, he's panicked though, so that'll help. That might actually help finish him off when it finally comes around to Apollo. Who's up next, by the way? Disco Cat taking a little bit of damage. Fortunately for us, actually not taking the damage, managing to avoid all of it. And the barbecue pole taking a shot right to the back because they're mean. Very mean. I'm looking for a Fafnir or an Annie. Any suggestions on where we may find them? We're in the middle of Gland Space, so you can probably find one there. fighting pirates will run you up against everything. In fact, it'll run you up for the Fafnir that we actually have, which is a pirate Fafnir, which is amazing because it's got one of the best systems on board that I've ever seen in such a mech. It's so lovely. And I love utilizing just its incredibly powerful jamming systems. A little bit more pressure on the Lament. Yep. I thought so. And a Sphere XL engine. What a mistake. Spear back? Okay. Apollo. Right, so as much as I would love to light this Marauder on fire, I have more pressing issues right now. I know that seems very odd, but it's true. We care more, very much more, if I'm completely honest, about this, about him. Because he has the arrow ammo that I have. I have the launchers, I just need the ammunition. Give me the ammunition.
Critical hit, Commander.
Of course he cost me a ton of ammunition. I didn't actually think I got through the armor, though. Not quite sure how that one came out. So we missed one guided ton of ammo, which I believe he's got 2 or 3 tons of it. So, yeah, that's gonna suck a little bit. I mean, not as much as it could, but I'm really not happy about losing a ton of guided ammo like that. I'm gonna lay down a sensor. Actually, am I suffering a sensor problem with you? Moved. That's us. Target moved. Yeah, we are suffering by -4. So we'll add even that -1 evasion onto him and just light him up. Because if you're an Innisphere fire starter Omni, you have the exact same problem. Cargo Room, thank you for the subscription, man. Whoa, thank you very much. The Twitch Prime subscription, do very much appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your time spent here today with us. Can kill the Wolverine. Yeah, let's see if we can just kill the Wolverine. Not quite, but we did manage to blow his arm off, so I'll take what I can get. He's also unsteady as well. This is a mech that has managed to tank 2 full damage shots. I'm just gonna walk up and do something to you. You know, I could just shoot my PPCs at you just to see if I can't imply a negative status effect on you, because I don't really care much else about what you do at the moment. I mean, I would prefer that you don't die, but still. Yeah, that'll be the sensor improved.
Acquired.
Polonovich, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it a huge amount. Thank you for supporting the channel and allowing me to have an easier time bringing such content towards you. Also, by the way, if you are new here and you've only just seen, aside from these wonderful people who have subscribed, make sure you hit that follow button so that you can join us every single time we go live. Normally we go live on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. On Wednesdays and Saturdays we play this, which is RogueTech with Apollo's Vipers, our Clan Start campaign, which, well, we've had some rough times, but we seem to be pulling out of it pretty decently. And if you also check down below, you'll notice several urban mechs, very much like the ones on my t-shirt, which will take you to various places. Will you please stop beating the crap out of my... I'm gonna light you on so much fire. Yes, I did know, Cargo, that you're an RT dev. I appreciate playing your mod. Oh, I appreciate you for creating the mod. It's awesome. Must be some fun. Yep. But yeah, if you check down below, you'll also notice several urban mechs that can take you to various places of our community. One is to our YouTube channel, where all the VODs from Twitch go, as well as our YouTube-only campaign, Howl's Heroes, which is a Tortugan Dominions start campaign in RogueTech, which has recently fallen onto hard times, but like Apollo's Vipers is trying to pull out of a bit of a tailspin. Hopefully they will succeed, but you'll have to tune in if you want to see how well we do pull that one off. And then, of course, the black, blue, and purple-ish little urban mech will take you to our Discord, where you can hang out with friends who will talk all kinds of things about BattleTech and the like, and would love to meet you. There we go. You're taken care of. No more Wolverine. Good. We've almost got this thing going. Yes, very much. Thank you to the entire RogueTech team, of which Cargo Room is a part of, for creating this fantastic mod. Like, this mod breathes so much life into the original vanilla BattleTech. It's almost unreal. There's a reason why we are still playing BattleTech like we do, as often as we do, and it's because of RogueTech. Alright, let's see if we can't restart the burning that we need to place on him, because he has decided to be really irritating and cause far more pain to my mechs than I want him to. I thought I saw a direct... There we go. Hi, buddy. Okay, are you a Fire Omni? I really should just check this, because I would like to actually know. Yeah, you might be. I can't really tell. It's only got 4 energy and a single missile. That actually seems like normal. Still, that'd be a 35 ton. Yeah, you caused a lot of damage to me that I am not okay with, dude. Like, that is very much not okay. You're not allowed to do things like that. I do believe that's considered harassment in quite a few states. So, allow me to correct your behavior. Oh crap, we're not gonna have enough. Shoot. Oh well, we'll have to get as much done as we can. and then we'll have to wait until next turn. I will vigilance on him to try and push him up in the rankings just a little bit, and I will also go for the Warlord for the increased accuracy, and I'm just going to lay as much fire as I can. 140 heat almost gets him to the point. However, we're going to need just a little bit more pressure. The Marauder, do you see it? You do. Let's see if that Marauder can have that long-range strike that we need. Warlord it up just to guarantee it. There we go. Okay, primary pirate lance destroyed. Now we're just working on stealing that Marauder.
Mech destroyed.
RogueTech is definitely my preferred mod. Yes, absolutely. By the way, Rickar, I didn't notice you come in, so welcome to the stream. Glad to have you around as usual. How are things going in Down Underland? Rickar is one of the friends of the channel. He played with us last night, because when we play MechWarrior 5 on Fridays, which is the other game that we play with friends, because it's way more interesting that way. Planovic, agreed. Thanks a lot for the mod. Got me back to Battletech. Even if I get my butt kicked more than I would like. I forget the best mod I've ever played. See, it's all just testimonials in RogueTech right now. My area is vehicles and contracts mostly. Oh, so you're responsible for the introduction of all the Shiltrons and all the artillery mechs or all the artillery vehicles. I think I might hate you, Carter. Oh, your artillery has caused me more pain than anything else in this game.
Roger.
It's like mechs I can handle. I can build mechs to handle mechs. But then the artillery shows up and it's like, nope. Okay, good. He did decide he wanted to shoot. So, yes.
Damage, holding firm.
Please stop attempting to hurt my mech that is trying to light you on all the fire.
Ready.
So let us conclude lighting him on literally all the fire. Because all of our MMLs are ready, so you're about to go from 0 to 200 in one round of shooting. Plus 200 heat. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Plot twist. Exodus. Bring on the Wells Fargo wagon. We're basically done dealing with this guy, so I don't really have any intentions of doing much to him. I could lob a couple of missiles his way, but I'm not going to bother. Because I'd like to take him reasonably intact.
I'm ready.
I don't think we're... Yeah, we're doing Warfare Clan Cloud Cobra, which is not our patron, so I don't believe we're going to get any bonuses for bundling. So we're just going to sort of have to take what we can get. And it's a decent Marauder, if nothing else. I mean, Marauders are fairly solid mechs to begin with. There's a 20%. Sure, let's try and cause a little bit of surgery since the guy's open. Structure exposed, head hit, pilot injured. So he's having a bad day, and that'll be a knockdown. Yep, I had to wait like a year until we had all the mechanics to him. Like the Shiltrons, I was drooling over those things. I hate the Shiltrons so much. It's like 2 arrows and phenomenal jamming gear. This is a wonderful thing. Oh, yeah, Shiltrons are just nasty.
Commander?
Hi, Doug. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you with us, as usual. By the way, people, in case you didn't know, Tugbobo is the only person I've ever known who streams literally from the bridge of a tugboat, which is really cool. He actually has a camera that shows outside in the tugboat land. So if you want to go see what that's like, go check out his channel at some point. I'm just going to light more incendiary on him, which may be a little bit of a bad thing. Because, you know, 40 more heat. Bail out, pilot? Didn't think so. Alright, Punisher could utterly annihilate him. And in fact, Punisher does have, I believe, a high enough tactics for this. Yeah, he does. We could attempt heavy Gauss rifles to face. The problem is if we miss, we'll blow up the entire mech. And we're trying to save it. Just a little bit. Dude, you're not getting not on fire. I hate to break this to you, but the temperature has spoken. You're going to explode. Who decided to use a Warhammer 40k vehicle stands for some tanks? They're also using World War II tanks as well. A couple of the primitive tanks are actually Crusader tanks from Britain during World War II. Come on, pilot, bail out. Thank you. Okay, now we can move on. Alright, successful battle. Took a little bit more damage than I wanted. Not gonna lie. Getting punched in the back by a Marauder is never quite a fun experience on our little tiny Catapult Mark III. But we did manage to capture 2 mechs, one of which I don't really care about keeping the parts to. I only care about the ammunition that he happened to be carrying. But other than that, most of our mechs came off of this nearly scot-free. So it's gonna be the barbecue pole in for probably 2-3 days. And then we'll be able to turn this around and rock and roll. Yes, the loot. The loot is all I care about. Oh, it's Stacks. How do I pronounce this? Staskov's one. Personal mech of Calderon Commandos Commander Marshal Vabron von Staksov, circa 3088. Not bad. Probably won't invest too much into it, because the only thing I care about is... No. I mean, there's some good... Hey, there's DSM. Ooh, weapon mount. How many do I have? I have 3. I don't really need them. There they are. Oh, good. We didn't actually lose any. So we just still managed to get, we'll get 2 of the fast cams, and then 2 of the Arrow 4 guideds. So that'll help out a little bit. I still need more ammunition. Basically we took what we could get. There's not enough canonical tank models that we could use. Yeah. There are limitations, of course. I don't really need that. TSM would be interesting. I don't really have a mech that uses TSM, and it's plus 50% melee damage when it's active, which is just huge. And because RogueTech allows you to actually control which heat sinks are on and off, you can actually pretty easily balance your heat to being high enough that you stay sort of in that 40 to 40, into that above 40 heat threshold that you sort of need to kick butt and take names. So that is tempting. Do I have a slick suite though? Don't. Recently found out that Slick Suite does not actually have a battle computer. How do I know this? Because I tried to build a mech with a Slick Suite and tried to put on additional battle computer modules, and it didn't work. So that's that was a little bit of an odd thing right there. JR XLs are always nice. Could go for a light engine. I'm a fan of light engines, even though they're inferior to the Clan XL. How many cores do I currently have? I have one at 300, and I don't really have anything else. We'll save on that. C3 slaves? No. No. I mean, there is some good kit here, but I think I'm going to go for mech parts to sell them, just so I can make a little bit of extra cash. Alright, lock that down. We did not get any additional parts to stack halves, which I was kind of hoping for. We did get the heatsink +2, which is always interesting. Sensor tracker is always a phenomenal pickup whenever you can get it, so that'll work even better. So we're starting to build even more parts to our Aero 4 mech. We now have 4 tons of ammo that I consider useful and 2 tons of ammo that I consider worthless, because I hate fast cam, and I don't use it. Anything not nailed down is fair game in war and modding. Anything that is nailed down requires a crowbar. Good point, Lorgar. Yeah, not a bad mission to begin with. We managed to pick up some very much needed arrow ammo because we have the clan arrow launchers. We just don't have the ammunition to run the clan arrow launchers. I think I want about 6 tons of ammo in order to actually make something work out of 2.
Nominal.
Maloney123, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you along for the ride. Hopefully you will enjoy your time spent here with us. It's going to be 5 days to patch up the barbecue bolt. Oof, that's a little bit much. I was not anticipating quite that. Actually, no, it's 4 days. Okay, that'll be fine. The Gausler's still 45 days away. I'm half tempted some days to sell the Gausler because I don't think it'll ever actually come back to us, unfortunately. Bring me a Firestarter Omni. No, thank you. Oh yeah, this is Lego. It's in pieces right now. Got half of the mech blown apart, so. And get rid of the Marauder. And then, of course, we're keeping the Red Reaper. The Annihilator parts we have 1 of, so I can go out there and maybe blow out an XL engine or something. And 3 parts to a dire whale, which I would very much like. But yeah, there's Lego. We're not allowed to sell them. I have been informed that I'm not authorized to sell the Lego. Otherwise, I probably would, because I don't need him. At least not anymore. 3 days before my pilots are ready to go. We are still underneath by about 500,000 Zeebles, but that's okay. We can make it back soon. Need 1 more day for the barbecue bolt because it is kind of important to my company at the moment. Let's go check out the store, see if we're actually still... Yeah, we are in Jade Falcon space right now, so we can actually check things out in the store. Yes, Pokemon new friends. You got anything interesting for me? Anything that I'm worth, like, throwing away? Oh, look, it's 2 parts to Godzilla. That's actually really tempting. I mean, it's, you know, 2 million to pop, so I can't actually afford it, but it's still really tempting. An Emerald 5 risk, I don't really care about that if I'm completely honest. Ultra 5s, oh, I've been looking for these. Is that too expensive? Rack ammo caseless, no thank you, that's really worthless to me. Sniper ammo is always useful, but I'm not going to buy that either. Yeah, none of that I actually need right now. I need more MML 10s though, because they are just phenomenally broken right now. So you want to cram in as many as you possibly can because of the heat that they have, the extended range that they have. Oh, they're just so good. Hey, I was just talking about how I needed this. Oh, there's multiple. I'm gonna buy 2 of them. You can't stop me. You can try, you'll fail. Okay, this may have been a little bit hubris, not gonna lie. You have safe ammo to sell? Do I? Do I really? Let's go check it out. The Defiance AC-20, no thank you, I don't actually need that because, well, autocannons jam too often, so it's kind of dumb if you're not going to get any sort of the benefits of the other types out. Ammo AC-20 double, thank you, but no thank you. Safe AC-20 ammo, no thank you as well. Gauss slugs, we of course keep those. Our multiple tons of sniper ammo, including the shape charge. I just actually need the sniper gun in order to make that work. Devil tongues, flame tanks for the win, the original version. Yeah, safe and caseless are just kind of pointless. I mean, I don't like the 75, or I don't like the reduction in ammunition on safe, and caseless is just asking for trouble. We only use stuff with permission, so either okay from the creator as in MechWarrior online models or BattleTech, or open license. Yeah, the proper way to do it. Do I need 10 flamers? I don't, but I'm going to keep 10 flamers because I am a habitual hoarder. Yeah, as you can see, we have 3 Aero 4 systems right now, which is kind of useful at the moment. just going to get rid of some of the junk so I can keep on pressing. I don't actually need risk ML5s. I don't view them as being particularly great. I need one more of these and actually fix the barbecue bolt. All right, so 2 arrows, 2 guided arrows. Now, the guided arrow does require you to have an Artemis 4 targeting computer on there, which is a bit of a pain because it means that you can't stack up an indirect fire targeting computer, which would be so much better. But hey, we got to work with what we've got. Like I said, the Slick Suite, I had in the other campaign in Howell's Heroes, we recently were trying to build a catapult. And on that catapult, Slick Suite, I tried to mount it on in order to serve the point of the battle computer so that I could then add on the Artemis battle computer module in order to resolve that conflict. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually count for the purposes of that, apparently, which was rather frustrating and sad. Articulated jump jets, I don't really need them. I don't really use them. I don't really use jump jets in general. Get rid of most of them. Just for a little bit of extra seed money so I can actually afford to, you know, launch in the future. I sell one of my additional +2s because they're great, but I don't need that many of them. Still got 2 Clan XLs, which is always nice. Exchangers, heat banks, sell 2 heatsinks because why not? Good on all of these, more or less. We keep the standard fusion engine around in case we ever run into a Mackie. Just in case, you never know. TC is not BC? Yeah, but the Slick Suite says it's a battle computer. So, and the Artemis thing says that it requires a battle computer, right? Oh, no, it is a targeting computer. Good point, thank you. Still irritating. Because I don't want to use the targeting computer because the indirect fire one is so much better. It's like, here, a +3 on all indirect fire shots. Thank you. What else do we get? Anything else? Fire control system standards. I don't need any of these, actually. Now that we're, like, sitting on top of, like, normal clan and SLDF tech ones, I just don't ever need them. I keep the ultralight gyro around just in case we run into a spinal-mounted heavy Gauss rifle. Not that we're likely to run into them anytime soon, but hey, you never quite know. How many hands? Patchwork materials. We're keeping that, obviously. Sensors, clan, SLDF tracker, supercharger, upper recoil plus. And a virtual reality targeting pod. Yeah, I think we're good. For now, let's go get some cash, because we're going to need it. Because I've basically reset our entire month's progress, and that's not exactly a good thing.
Yes, Commander. Ready for orders.
Although I did pick up some pretty interesting technology that I can utilize in some very fun ways.
Commander?
Okay, you're all good. Command Center, let's go find a mission.
Greetings, Commander. Come on in.
Hard contact I want to take so badly. Assassinate. 4.5 skulls against 2. Maybe not. Because we'll just get mobbed by artillery. Same problem. Thorn on the side? Come on, please tell me it's a pirate mission. No, Clan Wolf. So hard contact bugged out on me, and that's the reason why I'm somewhat reluctant to take it. Maybe it won't be bugged this time. If it crashes, then we'll know that hard contact is kind of broken. Alright, let's load up the Pride, the Marauder, the Shadowcat, and our Warhammer. So let's see. I need to have Jester in the Marauder, puts Arclight in the Timberwolf, and that means I want T-Bone in the Not a Mad Dog, and Coach just fills in for the Disco Cat. That's some confidence in money making there, living at the edge of bankruptcy and panicking for you. We do this a lot. And we still have 27 days before the end of the month, and at the end of the day, I still have a Mauler that I could technically sell if I need to. I'd prefer not to, considering that Mauler was our first assault mech that we ever got. We mounted 4 Clan Gauss rifle onto it. It was amazing. And then we ran into a lot of artillery. Not a little bit of artillery, a lot of artillery. Praise the Lego into the mission shall work to paraphrase broke. Yeah, I'm fingers crossed that we don't get another Unity crash, because that has been happening to me quite a lot lately, actually. I had to pause the recording for today's episode, actually, because we got a Unity crash several times. I think it may have actually been on hard contact. Alright, now comes the moment of truth to see how well the spinning wheel goes. Lego was MVP in MechWarrior 5. He was not, actually. I think you will find that other mechs did more damage. Was it my mech that did the most damage in that last mission? We had an Annihilator with 4 UAC 5s. It was so hilariously good. Although Sprogue immediately lost an arm. To be fair, I then lost an arm on the final mission, but in my defense, it was the final mission. So, that's where I'll go with that one. So, 3.5 skulls, 417 priority salvage. Opportunity to get a lot of decent kit here. If, of course, we don't die, which is always the important part. Oh, it's spinning. Come on. Work. Are you going to work? Ooh, that's not a place where it normally is when it crashes. He took the least amount of damage. He took the least amount of damage because it was a 30-ton mech next to two 100-ton mechs and a 95-ton mech. He took the least amount of damage because nobody could see him. He was hidden beneath the kneecaps of all the incoming assaults. Oh, yes, it worked this time.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, good. We dropped basically on top of the target. Always fun. Alright, we're about to take some serious hard contact. Do I want to move? I do not. I would like to reserve and see what they want to do. Because I have the high ground right now. Oh, was that a large? Thank you, Subi Ray, for placing me right in the middle of the enemy forces. What do we got here? A Viper. Oh, that's adorable. Reserve. I'm up again. Reserve.
Waiting to pound.
Still funny. If he had not taken the least amount of damage, he'd probably be dead. Although our Lego was max armored, so it did have that running for it. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. I can't believe we pulled that mission off with 325 tons of a 400-ton cap. That is to show how she loves you. Alright, what else you got for me? Just going to reserve down a little bit. Clan pilots should be pretty good. So if I drop to around, 15, maybe... Yeah, about a 15 I'll be doing it. Right, call shots, Blaine. They can try. Okay. The Wells Fargo wagon is eating fire as it always does. I don't quite know why they always target my Mad Dog. It's a crab. Oh, this is Sprogue's crab. That's the crab that Sprogue wants to drive. 2 heavy large lasers and 2 heavy mediums. Although these are the improved, aren't they? Yeah, so there's a little less damage, I think. Still, we should probably try and capture that for Sprogue's sake. Because he does love that mech so much. I turned my back for one mission. XL Gyro and Clan Double Heatsink Kit skipped. We didn't need it compared to the ammunition and being able to sell parts for money. I think we have 2 snipers for the ammo. I didn't see the sniper, but maybe I just missed it. Wouldn't, surprise me too much to have just missed it as I was scanning through the list. We are currently in the market for building 2 different kinds of artillery mechs. One would be twin snipers, which is going to be a little bit difficult because twin snipers are going to require it not to have more than 2 actuators in an arm to be replaced by, of course, upper recoil pluses for the +1 accuracy, the -1 recoil, indirect fire targeting computer, and anything else I can sort of cram on into it. To back that up, we're then also looking to try and integrate an Aero 4 mech, and for that I would prefer it to actually have lower arm actuators as well to replace those with weapon mounts to get the +3 accuracy bonus. You lost an arm with UMAC 5 on the same mission, and Irby took 10 damage. Gee, I wonder why the Annihilator, the sole target of most of the enemy, lost an arm. This seems to be such a puzzling conundrum.
Holding action, Commander.
So, by the way, Sprague, we found your crab. He's right down here if the game will let me scroll on down while it's thinking. See, right here. Twin heavy large lasers in this little crab. They are the improved versions, of course, which I assume you're not exactly super psyched about, but still, heavy larges. You're just jelly of the Lego. I think I drove it once on one mission. Although we still have it. I am impressed that it managed to survive. I was expecting it to explode at some point. But yeah, between the Annihilator and the Night Star and the King Crab, they managed to pull the weight for the Lego, and it worked out quite nicely. Although we could have dropped, with 400 full tons. God, that Annihilator's so good. Although, probably not as good as the Boar's Head. I mean, in terms of hard points in MechWarrior 5, yeah, absolutely, Annihilator's better because it just has more of good hard points. But the Boar's Head has so much tonnage. It's got a 400 rated XL engine. See you around, CV. Great to have you with us. Hopefully you have fun, and enjoy your dinner. King Crab, I find, is such a wonderful mech in MechWarrior 5. The problem I have with the King Crab in MechWarrior 5 is all fire seems to be attracted to your head. You take so much head damage. Like, never ever shave head armor off of the King Crab because you'll lose it. It's gonna disappear. I don't know how it's working in with some sort of scattering when it comes to LRMs or what, but your head armor will take so much damage. It becomes a problem pretty quickly, actually. Ugh. AI thinking furiously, how do they beat first turn spawn protection? I love the Night Star. It's well balanced mech. Oh, absolutely. The Night Star is a phenomenally well put together mech. Do I move with the Wells Fargo wagon and get it shot? No. Exodus, you can wait a little bit longer. King Crab is like 50% head. Well, if we look at like the cockpit surface area, yeah, it stretches across most of the front of the mech. I'm so glad that I did not move the Wells Fargo wagon for that. Still, he took a lot of damage. That's not cool, man.
Systems holding.
Alright, Punisher.
Got your back.
Let's go play. Are you stuck? You are legit stuck. So Punisher can't come play yet. We gotta reserve at least once more.
Let them make the first
So I can get him unstuck from this little cluster right here of mechs. But yeah, the King Crab is a solid, solid mech though. Twin autocannon 20s. Or, you know, twin gas rifles, which I originally... Why? He's not doing anything! Ugh. It does frustrate me to a certain extent that they always shoot the Wells Fargo wagon. They don't stop doing it. Is the Night Star essentially the Marauder 2? No, it's its own thing. The Marauder 2 is a Marauder which was up-tonned by 25 tons, reinforced leg armor, and just basically normal, whereas the Night Star was designed off of the Marauder to protect Marauders. So. It never really got anywhere. Oh, hi. Well, at least we got to ignore his first round of shooting.
Reporting. Serious armor loss.
Yeah, we noticed.
Losing armor.
Okay, we gotta set this to overload, because that's gonna become a problem.
Armor holding.
Clan Hybrid Carrier, ATL LRM. Lovely, Punisher. Time to go overload.
Commander.
Okay, barbecue pult. I would like to try and save some of these mechs, but I do also need to shoot down this Nidhogg gunship, which does have the twin MML-10s that I need to fix the barbecue pult. Ooh. Great time to join in. Yes, it is, Telek. Welcome to the stream. And the Marauder 2 is way later, made by the Dragoons. I don't know if it was made by them, was
I
it?
hear ya.
I mean, I know it was like released by them in the same way that the Annihilator was kind of like released by them. Okay, I can't afford to turn my back towards people right now, so we're just gonna do something like that. Hi, I'm being jammed to hell and back, as you can see. Show me your Viper, and sure, why not? Listen, kills.
Firing.
That was really bad, but I was kind of expecting it.
I'm your spam.
Ek, Eben Carey, yes, go and push. You are tasked with annihilating everything, if you can manage it. But if you can't, just him will do.
On the way.
He's actually incredibly vulnerable right now, so we of course need to lay a sensor lock down on top of this target so we can get actual targeting solution information.
Sensors locked
What have we
on.
missed so far? We captured 4 more tons of Arrow 4 ammo, which was essential to our continued success, and with any luck, oh thank God you managed to actually hit it.
How's it going?
Okay, you're not going to get through, but the Timberwolf might. Okay, give me a direct line of sight. I don't think I can risk that. That's a bit of a risk too much. The Eben Carry, I don't mind setting its back to things. But the Timberwolf, on the other hand, is a lot more vulnerable. And a lot less likely to be able to pull through on a battle like that. I think I'll get just right on top of you. See if I can't just overcome your jamming by sheer brute force of close range. And fire.
Targeting.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd hit it anyway. Am I using what yet? Oh, the Arrow 4 ammo? No, not yet. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of time, actually. We need to get on the way. And I need to start lighting people on fire. And I need to start that quickly. Okay, we are going to be able to get in... We're not going to be able to get much in the way of... There it is. That's the angle I need.
Hauling ass.
Not yet, been a rough day. Hopefully you're feeling better soon, Rogue. Y'all are pulling for you. Ultra Autocannon 5, twin ear large lasers. The Thorn is rough. The Mad Dog is twin gauss, as always. The Crab is not targetable. The Viper is targetable, but I think we're going to hit the Orion. But we need, of course, to switch over to LRMs or SRMs. Ugh, that accuracy gets worse and worse. Tandems, perhaps? No, he's got Pharaoh armor, doesn't he? Does he? Let me know that. You do have Pharaoh, darn it. Because Pharaoh has built-in case, and built-in case means that I'm not just going to be able to get a critical hit on something important and blow the entire mech sky high. I would be targeting this side, which has... Ooh. Might be worth it. Show me the tandem. 35. Sure, why not? Let's warload it for a little additional more pain. Not the Viper, but in fact the Orion. Darn it. Was hoping to set something off. Let us know what you think and get better soon. Yeah. This Rogue's been having a rough couple of weeks. Especially this last week has been rough on him. So, we're pulling for you, Rogue, as best as we can. This is a bad place to be. The fact that we got dropped down right here is really bad, actually. I'll split between a Nidhogg on the one side and an Orion on the other with the heavy large lasers and the Gauss rifles. So I can't just ignore one side in this engagement. I have to play both. And that makes life a little bit more dangerous. The Eben Carry can kind of eat damage. It doesn't need so much. But it is a concern. What are we stealing in that pile? In what pile?
Yes, Commander.
Rudder. I might have a chance. Can I get the shot? Can, but it ain't gonna be great.
I'm already
We'll
there.
push it anyway. See if we can get Warlord to try and brute force through. Yep, this is gonna take work.
Whatever you say, boss.
Couple of good hits. Okay.
Orders?
It's not what I'm looking for, but again, I gotta take what I can get. Oh, the Rakers are gonna be phenomenal accuracy. Holy crap.
10-4.
Sensor lock. Every little bit of sensor lock on top of this Nidhogg just helps everybody else. Kind of annoyed that I started on that side, but I didn't really actually think that I would actually get any good progress through. Lasers! Ooh, structure exposed. Now we're talking. Wells Fargo wagon. Yeah, you're gonna swing on top of him. What is exposed on you? Of course. Got too excited too early. It's the rotors. We're not gonna get through this rotors. No way, no how. I mean, I can dream of it, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I need to be able to turn more than that, because my back towards that much heavy firepower is not gonna sell. I have to be in cover of some degree. That's as good as it's gonna get. So full throttle, lay down a sensor lock on the Nidhogg. One of the biggest problems with the Nidhogg being where it is it's jamming me, so it's screwing with all of my targeting systems at the moment. So if I want to have any sort of decent chance of killing anything, I've got to just blitz it with everything I've got. I think we got him. 20% primary target destroyed.
One less vehicle.
Okay, so the jamming's off just in time for the raid boss to step up. The raid boss is not stuck. Good. So raid boss also does not care about damage. It is also equipped with the hardened ferrofibrous armor. Good shot on Viper. Mediocre shot on you. Good shot on the Thorn. Okay shot on the Mad Dog. Bad shot on the Crab. Pick out the Viper? The Viper is not super dangerous, but has the potential to be so.
I'm firing on the end.
Okay, I'll take it. I'm not happy about it, but I'll take it. Just hoping for a center torso shot to blow the entire thing sky high. Back to the top with Arc Light in the Timberwolf. Lovely. Got an Arctic Fox right on top of us, and we're also dealing with a Block. The Block is equipped with two ATM-6s, ER medium lasers. Okay. Prowler multi-terrain vehicle, I don't care. A hybrid carrier. It's not a Thunderbolt hybrid, which does help out a little bit. The Blocks are all super lightly armored. Hey, it's a Grand Summoner. I've been trying to get one of these for like 10 episodes.
What do you need?
Every single time we run into it, I always have to like kill them. What's Arctic Fox got? Oh, yeah, you're ignorable. I mean, eventually, over time, you will become incredibly dangerous and a threat to all survival. But for now, you're mostly ignorable. No. Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, good shooting, Tex. She blew his head off. Thank you. That's a steal I was not expecting today. So yeah, Grand Summoner, fully intact.
Let's move.
Gotta love when the red boss gets to drop next to the enemy. Yeah, it works out quite nicely. So that had to either have been multiple, which would have been really lucky, multiple LRM strikes to the head, because he has basically no cockpit. But he's also got the two heavy large lasers, which you may have actually known. How much total drop tonnage can you drop here? Are there up to AMX with 400 ton total? Thus some of these are smaller. No, I believe you can drop 800 tons, I think. You can't drop 1,600 tons, which has some people very sad because they wanted to drop, all of their super heavies. But I do believe that once you get all of the upgrades, you can actually drop with a full 800 tons worth of mechs. Viper's basically dead. I've only got 10 of these missiles left. Kind of banked a little bit heavily on it, and it didn't work out. Do I have assets on this thing? I don't. Alright, let's flush them with fire.
Roger that.
Okay, we did get the structure exposed and the unsteady result, which is helpful. And then Apollo is going to be able to move slightly to the side in order to hopefully reduce the number of people who are going to shoot him, which is going to be a lot, by the way. We upgrade the dropship to drop progressively more mechs. We're fully upgraded. I don't think we're actually fully upgraded, but we are upgraded enough. Because I think once you unlock the higher levels. Oh, it's a Goshawk. Interesting. Once you unlock the higher levels of engines, more of them become available.
I'm here.
Yeah, Wells Fargo Wagon, you're actually capable of causing a great deal of harm to a great number of mechs, which, you know, I suppose is fair for one of the reasons why you get targeted so much. Because you are very long range with a impressive array of firepower. I could actually just eliminate you. Could go for the Thorn. The Lament is a target, but I'd rather not. Oh, wait, what? Show me the Lament again. Oh. Well, that's not something I want to run into. That's, that needs to be dealt with soon. Very soon. Kill that.
All weapons. Go.
There we go, pulled off the field. That way I don't have to worry about him.
Mech destroyed.
Oh, I know what we're cooking. This is for salvage? Of course it's for salvage. But we are also at really, really low cash values right now, so we may just need to sell stuff. Ugh. Yeah, push the Marauder there. The long range capability will help out considerably. Especially considering he's unsteady.
Firing full complement on the
Missed with the Gauss Rifle, which is kind of what you needed to hit with. What'd you miss about the Lament? The Lament is equipped with 4 large improved heavy lasers. So it's not kind of the thing that you want to engage all that often, or from all that closely. Let's get the Disco Cat running at maximum disco speed. Who's playing Tarak, right? Of course this is for salvage. Oh, if I could take a raid mission for salvage, I would. Unfortunately, I have to actually pay for my company. Ugh. Having to actually pay for my company. Man, what is this? Why can I not be included as part of the Clan Talman? I believe at this point I have proven my worth. Alright, come. There we go. Let's. Oh no, it's still calculating. That just goes to show how fast the Disco Cat is. Alright, Disco Cat at full speed. Vroom. Through forest. See, it may not look impressive when you just look at it initially, but you have to understand this trip is made through all of the intervening forests. And he's still going that fast. But let's just give him a little bit of a peek. Derek the Commie, money is overrated. Money is fun, but I would rather have stuff. There we go. Left leg destroyer. That'll max him out and knock him over, so I'll have more time to deal with him. Disco Cat can run like a Scalded Cat. That's a mean metaphor, but yes. Alright, we're cooking a little bit, but we can get that under control mainly by shutting off the mask. And hoping we don't get shot in the back, because, you know, there is a Lament with 4 large improved heavy large lasers, which I don't want to deal with. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to at some point. Maybe not today. Maybe you already went and you're not going to be able to do anything. Although it is part of a fairly slow mech group, so there's that going for it. Down on the 20, so whoever moved didn't move very far. I spoke, he can still barter. I will barter for goods and services with very heavy weapons. Does that make me a pirate? Possibly. Although technically, I do believe we are flying under the banner of a specific clan. Whether or not it's a clan you like or not, well... Yeah, good shoot. Good job. That's the target I want you to blast at. And here comes the Thorn. It looks like a Kentaro. It's being jammed a little bit. Firing at the Disco Cat and not able to connect. You know why? Because Disco is very good at dancing. Jesse, we have to cook. Just wait till I have to exchange battle caps for goods and services. Nah. See, the thing about battle caps is they're too common. Although maybe not anymore. Timberwolf taking a little bit more damage than I otherwise would like what we're dealing with. Game teaches you perspective of company executives, finding yourself doing all kinds of questionable things for money. Yeah, I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Oh, by the way, Sproke, I don't know if you caught it, but we picked up a pair of gunnery life support bees, one of which is going in the raid boss for obvious reasons. That will make us able to overload that thing infinitely. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. They've managed to knock out 3 mechs so far, although one of these support lines is only 4 units, which is a bit odd, considering, you know, they're clan tech. Punisher's on 14. I'm waiting on T-Bone, Ek, Punisher, and that's it. Okay, Crab guarded and entrenched. Gotta say, I think that was a dumb plan, but I'm not going to question it.
What can I do for you?
Because the more you do that, the less chance that you actually have to be dangerous to me. Did you just have a shot on that, Orion? You do. Just blow off his legs. Yeah, cut his kneecaps off. Okay, that was not his legs. That was his torso.
Want some more?
He's got a Clan XL engine that I'm looking to steal, man. So that I can afford to, you know, sell it at some point. Little dude to the side as we sort of shoop on over. Only because Apollo is immortal. Yeah, I can throw Apollo into the middle of any group and he'll come out intact. I need another burning mech. The Timberwolf did not turn out the way I had hoped for it. I will fully admit to that. I was hoping that the Timberwolf would be an incredibly aggressive and powerful machine that could just walk up and like barbecue mechs. That didn't happen. So I'm going to have to rethink the strategy on that. Maybe MMLs. I have a whole bunch of MML-20s. The problem is they're super hot. So maybe if I can get, you know, a whole bunch more MML-10s, I might be able to make it work. Paul will be TRX. I don't even know how to pronounce that, Sproke. What do you think medbays are for? Medbays are for relaxing, clearly. Okay, come on, guys. Think of what you're going to do. Surrender. Give up. Everybody get out of your mechs right now, and I promise I won't light them on fire. For at least 15 minutes. By the way, if you happen to be joining us for the very first time, make sure you hit that follow button so you get notifications every single time we go live. We normally stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, hey, today's Saturday, we stream this game, which is RogueTech, Apollo's Vipers. So Battletech, starting from the clan perspective. It is a very interesting start, which has proven to be quite harrowing, and I would highly suggest that you check out the previous VODs, which you can find in the YouTube channel down below, with the little urban mech that will take you there. And you can view all of Apollo's Vipers VODs, as well as our YouTube-only campaign, which is Howl's Heroes, which is a pirate start campaign in the middle of the Inner Sphere, which has been kicking butt, taking names, although recently recovering from a fairly significant setback with several of our major mechs exploding. It's a pig from Norse mythology that's eaten over and over. That sounds unpleasant. The Valhallan feast pig. Ah, so fun for the warriors, not so much for the pig. Hopefully we're not the pig. Okay, come on, guys. You do realize that nothing that you... Here we go. It took him that long to figure out who he wanted to drop missiles onto, and it ended up being the Ebb and Carry. Good plan. Really good plan. Shoot the mech that continually regenerates health. A lot of health. Although, when we're dropped in at point blank like this, it tends to be sort of the worst possible situation when it comes to trying to keep your mechs intact with the infinite regenerating health. Because they don't have time to build said infinite regenerating health. And so it becomes a little bit more difficult. Is that an archer? That is an archer. How cute. It's a very badly damaged archer, but it's still an archer. I gotta give him some credit for that. If you just wanted to shoot people, you could hit the block, you could hit the lament. There was somebody who you saw first. Apparently not. Clan Hybrid Carrier is almost in range. Oh, we got a Loki coming. That'd be cute. You only have a light tag and a pair of ATM-6s. You do have an HE, though, which would be lovely to steal. Can I get a line of sight on the... I can see the lament. But Sprogue has requested a barbecue on that one. I'm not quite sure if I'd want to go in for the full cook. But you do need to sort of stand tall and aggressive. So move slightly over here. By slightly, I mean quite heavily. You can shoot the lament, but you're not going to. Prowler. No. You have a direct line of sight on somebody. There it is. It's only a 19. Yeah, shoot the block.
Fire.
Accuracy ain't great, but again, neither is your armor. Had a barbecue for Xmas dinner. Catered barbecue. Oh, nice. Just ate some Xmas ribs. Southern fancy. So you get your turkey dinners, but no. In my house we had lasagna. We had home cooked, proper from scratch lasagna. A regenerating pig that you could eat over and over. That would be so much bacon. True, very true. Come on, enemy. What you got? What you doing? How will you respond? You only have one turn left before Punisher's up, and you know what's going to happen when Punisher gets up. Punisher's going to plow 2 heavy Gauss rifle shells into somebody. Do you want to be that somebody? Incoming missiles. Taken care of, for the most part. I mean, we did get two to actually get through. 19 to 24. Alright, Punisher, how are you
Talk to
doing?
me.
How's your missile launcher? Good. It's still good. Which is what I needed to know. Charge. When you stop to think about it, right now the heaviest armored mechs are still off in this direction.
Accelerate your maximum speed.
So that is why we're throwing him into this fight here. Oh, the odds are not good. Apparently we're only doing 90 damage with that strike. That is how you say not okay. Okay, so is that engine destroyed or both legs destroyed? May have been a bit much. We should be able to walk next turn and fire the Gauss rifles in order to get the better accuracy that I require in order to annihilate the enemy. Poor thing, Brick. What happened to Brick? Oh, he has no more barbecue? Aw. Well, you can always make barbecue on your own. There is that option. Of course, you have to take quite a long time to do it, but... Or get dedicated again. Evan Carey about to take even more missile fire. I spoke too soon. Raid Boss has that covered. Keeping his minions from being located and assaulted. Exodus, where are you?
Commander.
The Wells Fargo wagon, he's still coming down the street. Good shots on the Thor, which I may take. Could kill the Balak, but I feel like that would be too much of a good thing. I'd love to steal your Gauss rifles. I really, really would. Like, they're really good. I believe we're destroying the crab.
I copy.
And the reason why we're destroying the crab is because there is another source of large improvement. Son of a gun. Okay, that's not good. That falls under the category of very bad things. So we need to select Punisher. Laser AMS-2 off. We are no longer fighting with it because I don't want it to explode. If I recall correctly, he was boiled. I'm not sure I'm that jelly. Alright, Disco Cat, time to continue the disco. Disco Fever. Okay, you're still operating at maximum cookage, but your mask failure is still under like 10%, so you should be okay. I'm really kind of disappointed I don't get a back angle shot on any of these guys. Oh, there it is. That's the back angle shot. I'd have to basically reveal myself to the crab, though. If I wanted to jump, I could not get that distance going. Could slip in back here. Let's do that. Let's be hyper aggressive. See, I can't shove you over the line.
I'm on him.
Structure exposed. Managed to damage a double heatsink. Didn't quite kill him like my original plan was, but hey, he's in trouble.
Standing by.
Alright, Apollo does need to actually kill somebody, and he has to kill somebody soon. We are on to dead fires because we're out of tandems at this point, which is a bit sad. Could just burn through the thorn and probably kill him in basically a single salvo. Get a little bit closer. I don't really shot by the Gauss rifle, so that's the thing that prevents me from wanting to rush on in there. Yeah, we'll just fire from here. Pop, pop, pop. Ah, didn't quite pop.
Now that hit something good.
He is very unsteady though, which is excellent. Move a little bit to the side.
Location confirmed.
Ask you a real question. I wonder if PETA would be super happy that you are not killing the pig, or super mad about the pig getting eaten daily. I don't think anybody actually cares what PETA thinks anymore. I think everybody is now aware of just how horrible PETA is. Florida, Art Crush, then the Christian monks came and ruined it all. So who is a dying next? Well, the Timberwolf would like to avoid a little bit more damage, because the Timberwolf has taken far more damage than it is designed to handle. But you know what? This might actually kill the Balak. Good job. Balak dead.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Oh, apparently the Balak was causing a jamming field, so that's good. You hear that little whoosh sound in the background. May as well restore the data. I'm going to just sort of fidget around because I don't actually want to make myself too vulnerable to lots of incoming fire.
Heading out.
And also we want to... Oh, it doesn't really matter anymore because we no longer are protected by the laser AMS. Shoot. It's going to suck. Black screen with 4-4 area is really depressing. May as well... Barbecue ordered in time to cook up some barbecue-sized hamburgers. Sure, it's a breakfast joke. Nah. Jester, where be
Got
ye?
something you want done?
Good, your Marauder is nearby-ish. What do you got in your sights? You can annihilate the Thorn, which you might do, but the Mad Dog is beckoning to me. I don't wish to do it, but I may have to. That's the problem. Yeah, far from here. Ooh, good hit. Lots of good hits, and he's unsteady now. That might actually turn into something quite interesting. Assuming that not a Mad Dog can beat it to it, but I don't think it can. I think the enemy's probably going to move on 20. Oh, nope, we got more fire for the ebb and carry. At least they're mostly targeting the ebb and carry with all of their LRMs, because it can actually handle the incoming fire. It can't quite handle like 10 Arrow 4 artilleries, but incoming LRMs in light doses, it can kind of take. I would like to destroy that MML or that ATM carrier soon-ish though, because it's probably going to be one of the bigger threats to us as we push forward. You do see it from just here. And your accuracy is not tremendous. And you've got a lot of armor to get through. I do just want to center core you. Like that is kind of my goal. Ugh, don't have a direct line of sight on you. I can't seem to get one either.
Got it. Max speed,
Let's get up close.
no shooting.
Let's go say hi. Acid, no thank you. We're just going to go for the normal one. Okay, Pushy gets unsteadiness a little bit higher, but not quite to where it needs to be. I was hoping to knock him over. What happened to the Lament? He hasn't gotten here yet. He's still over here, which is one of the reasons why I'm not investing in actually saving the... I'm not invested right now in saving him. Don't want to brawl with a Loki just yet. Where is that carrier? You're the Prowler. There you are. Do you have a line of sight on him, or at least a reasonable shot? There you are. Never mind, we're not going to get through. I mean, maybe, but this is a test fire, mostly. Yeah, one missile got through. That ain't happening anytime soon.
On my way.
Alright, so we took care of our stability. We're now in cover for the damage reduction, and we've got the armor protection. The case's starting to look a little bit broken already, so probably wouldn't mind if we conquered a bit for the third time. Oh, I'm not sure people in the UK would agree, but then again, I don't live there, so I can't exactly make that determination right off the bat. Well, maybe I could. I've declared that the UK does not feel that way. All must now follow this decree. I have spoken. Oh, Crab coming on forward. Here, time for his larger proofs. Oh, thank God he missed. Oh, good. Good, good. I recently finished watching The Mandalorian finally. Finally got around to it. Because I deliberately waited until the end of the season so that I could just binge watch it all in one go. And it was phenomenal. It's everything that Star Wars should have been when Disney took over and just simply wasn't. So very happy with how they pulled that one off and very much looking forward to season 2. So far it was a good year for science fiction television. Not necessarily science fiction movies, but science fiction television. We had The Mandalorian, we have The Expanse season 4. And both of those were amazing. Okay, to be 100% honest, The Expanse season 4 probably the weakest of all 4 seasons, but still good. Evan Carey taking a little bit more incoming fire. Does not care. Can't manage to connect. We did the same with Amanda. Jon Favreau pulled that one. Oh, absolutely. How do you feel about the episode? So Sproke has been trying to get on me about how The Mandalorian is not serial storytelling, how it's all bottle episodes. I disagree to a certain extent with his interpretation of what a bottle episode is, because everything that happens in The Mandalorian does actually further the final plot at the end of the season. Like everybody he meets, everything that happens sort of comes to a head at the end. So I don't quite agree with his interpretation that, oh no, it's totally bottleized, but I mean, if you enjoyed it, Sproke, I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong for enjoying it. Expanse is amazing, man. The Expanse is great. Heavy gas rifles, Mad Dog, please send a torso core. Or, you could miss. That's a thing you can do too. I was hoping you wouldn't, though, because I want to kill. It will kill. It's bottle episodes, kind of like a bottle fed Yoda. Oh, darn it. Why would you open a side door? Center torso, core him out. Make it so I can get the Gauss rifles. Okay, Evan Carey taking a little bit more damage. But again, who cares? Not sure how the Prison Break episode was relevant, though. It's a setup. Also, we get to see more of the T-65 X-Wing, which is way cooler than the T-75 X-Wing, or whatever they call it now. Like, the X-Wings that they have in the series, or in the trilogy, I don't like them. Gotta be honest. Like the old cliffhangers from the 40s and some of the cliffhangers from the 80s. And I'm from England and you can have this whole... Nah. Be proud. Even in the bad, be proud. That's the important... Who wants a 20-ounce burger? Sure, why not, if you're sending them over. The beginning of episode 8 was hilarious. Trying to remember. So, was it hilarious? I don't agree, but if you enjoyed it, good for you. No, the T-65 X-Wing is the X-Wing from the original trilogy. You're thinking Z-95 for Headhunters. Biker Scouts. Yes. To a certain extent, I don't fully agree with the idea of making it, like, now canon that Stormtroopers are just terrible shots, but I'm not going to complain too much. Oh shoot, I forgot.
Standing by.
I need to turn off the mask. The only reason I noticed that is because the Thorn turned his mask on. The Biker Scouts, yep. Yeah, it develops characters, but the main focus is not the plot forward, but yeah. I'm here with the Stargate. I'll take one with a pound of bacon as well. What do we got? I can kill the Thorn. I can hurt the Crab in ways I don't want to right now. I can hurt the Mad Dog in ways I don't want right now. So since I don't want to kill that thing in those specific ways, I'm just going to kill the Thorn. There, I don't have to deal with his mask anymore. Bacon is essential on burgers. This is pineapple on pizza. Okay, Lorgar, out!
Position confirmed.
Alright, Wells Fargo can move in that direction. Coach, where be you? Disco Cat, shut off the mask. You're only at a 25% fail, really? That's actually really good. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to walk up right behind him. And this is critical. You're then going to offensive push, target only the center torso. I need... How much do I need with that? 53. 53 damage is all I need. X pulse off. In fact, all of my big pulses off. I can deal just enough damage if all of them hit in the center torso. It's not going to happen. Not with a 50% accuracy. Lay the sensor lock first and then do the offensive push. Because I'm trying to core him center torso. Because if I can pull that one off, then I can basically rob him. What's my current shutdown chance? Yeah, 58%. I can't really risk it this turn.
Target locked. Enemy stick, skipper.
Okay, didn't quite give me what I wanted.
Good to go.
But that's okay. That is okay. Do I know when you're moving? I don't know when you're moving in initiative. This mech is not designed for this. Mech is designed for absolute annihilation. Of all things. How's your back armor? Not good. Okay. Single listen kill. Offensive push. Again. Target the center torso for 75%. And let it run.
On.
Pilot bail?
Critical hit.
I mean, of course, the pilot's not going to bail from that, but I had hope. I prefer smaller burgers? Ugh, how dare you? Are you going to die or something on him? Hard text, remember? Sorry, Otto. That's like deepest condolences. Oh, yeah, Otto. Ooh. Ek is not in a position to fight. Arclight is not in a position to fight that. And the Marauder. So all three of the mechs that would normally be sent in to take care of that sort of situation are not... We got to kill that Balak, and we got to kill it as soon as possible.
Move order received.
Marauder, can you see the Balak? I don't care about any of this. Oh, I cycled through it. There it is. Yeah, kill it before it runs. Good. Now I don't have to chase him around the map for a half hour.
Trashy.
Arclight.
Yeah?
I can only assume that several of these mechs just will light on so much fire. No, I don't want to kill him. I don't want to lose the shoulders or the arms because there's good equipment in that mech. Look at that. Look at that. 1 health. 1 structure point. Of course. Alright, let's move. Let's get this mech on the roll. You know what? We probably could kill the Arctic Fox. We may as well.
Understood.
Slide to the side. They gave it. We got heavy large lasers. This is sort of what we do. Could shoot the A-team carrier. Not going to bother with it. Who's my direct fire target? Ah, it's the Loki. Right. Give me the Arctic Fox.
Firing.
There we go. Now he's having a bad day.
Scored
High
a
fat foods are bad for the
critical
cardiovascular system? Yep.
hit. I live to serve.
Ebb and carry. You don't see him. Oh, but you see that. 14 to 15 shot down. Jeez, man. That's pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
Rolling.
Continue to place yourself as the primary target for the entire universe to shoot at. Not a mad dog. Okay, the not a mad dog has basically one shot, one opportunity to pull off this amazing score. Offensive push into his back, center torso only. That'll explode. That will not explode. That'll survive. Can't do the heavy MRM. And if he misses this shot, it'll blow off the torso. Just got center torso cord. We saved the weaponry. Whew. Myth, I say, people say fat is bad, carbs are bad. You say, oh, there are other people that do carbs. Some do fat, some do both. It's Seco. Calories in, calories out at the end of the day. Although, carbs and stuff like that will, like certain amounts of foods will steadily worsen your health over time. Cholesterol is a big one. So, the easiest medical generalization for the most of the population is calories in, calories out. So if you burn more calories than you take in, physics dictates at that point, and you will lose weight. It may not be the ways that you want to lose weight, but you will lose weight. Reminds me of an interview that Carrie Fisher did, and she was told during, I believe it was when they were filming the original Star Wars, that they wanted her to lose some weight, so she got on this workout regimen, and she did lose the weight, except it all came off her legs instead of her cheeks, which is what they were trying to thin out. Easy. I don't know about easy. I just had to invest 3 different mechs to try and center core that guy. We pulled it off in the end, but that was quite a bit of an investment on our part on that one. So that'll be at least 2 large improved heavy large lasers. So you have chosen death. Okay. I actually probably will just run up behind him with Shadowcat and try and burn him out with the lasers. That may actually be the best way to do it. Ace pilot moving reasonably okay.
I've got your back.
Alright, Punisher. Do you see him? You do, actually. Just what is your odds here? Oh, you've got a 75% chance of hitting him. Okay, can I get a direct line of sight on just facing him? What if I run? I can. From point blank range. Hi. You see, this is Punisher. I don't know if you know this, but there's a specific reason why we call him Punisher. And the reason is because he's incredibly terrifying. I think we missed with 2 out of 3 weapons at a 75% chance accuracy. Something feels backwards about that. So it's 150 kilograms. That's a lot. Mad Dog. Mad Dog center torso is wide open. So I just need to provide a little bit more push onto it. Got Terex monologuing. He's monologuing. Wait, what? That's what you get for hyping him up so much? It's not good at doing a conversation from kg to kettle pressure. There's a reason we call him the king. Yeah, the Shadowcat is actually probably going to be the mech that tries to finish this one off. Because I'll slip in behind him and it'll take called shots to his torso rear. I'm just going to core him out that way. Because as far as I know, there's nothing interesting in the Mad Dog center torso. So I'm just going to burn that out as well. I mean, yeah, we could be going for Clan XL engines, but we are attempting to steal the weapons on the edge of the mech. Also, there's a Grand Summoner right now sitting on the field. Pristine condition. Easily taken. So we just need to, wait for that. Down to 260. Nice job, Koger. Getting that weight off. Always great. Maybe we should do like a Discord weight loss competition. I don't know. I have no idea how that actually works, but apparently some people do things like that. I would lose, but I could stand to lose a few pounds in case you couldn't tell. What do we got? Who is responsible? Oh, it's the hybrid carrier that I almost killed. Yeah, now has a... Oh no, he doesn't have a direct line of sight on the Timberwolf. He did manage to cause 12 damage with 2 shots out of us. So that was somewhat painful. Okay, we are feeling fine and inspired. So the Wells Fargo wagon Do you have a shot? Is it on the hybrid carrier? It is. It's not a very good shot, so it's not really a shot. So just rush on in there. Get a direct line of sight if you can. Because that's what I want to kill. That's really risky, but I think he can tank it. So I'm actually... No, I'm not going to throw vigilance down. I will throw in the high explosives to make sure that he explodes. There we go. Carrier taken care of.
Move her down.
First to 100 push-ups competition was a thing in an old clan. There was some step-by-step program. Wow. Was an airborne ranger, had 138 jumps, broke my back, spine damage, can only do certain exercises now. So 2 hours every morning in a waiting pool. Oof. That sucks, man. Hope you do better. I know that sounds somewhat, I don't know, pithy, but it's the only thing that I can offer, I'm afraid. Okay, let's just get right in behind him.
Affirmative.
Guten Tag. Now, I know this is making my life a little bit more difficult than it otherwise needs to be, but I just want to sort of make sure.
Firing.
Tell me that's center torso? Center torso. Okay. So, both of those mechs were properly cored.
Commander.
Piece of cake. Done in exactly the style that we should. So we've saved all of the weaponry off of both of those mechs, which is good. The Lament, however, is the next target. Because the Lament... I assume it carries it in the arms, but I don't know. 138 is a unit amount? Yeah. Absolutely, man. Jumped 138 times out of a perfectly good airplane.
Ready for order.
Pult. Start pushing you back down over here.
Copy that.
Barbecue Pult has done surprisingly little this entire battles. Mainly because the initial targets that we were going to attempt to steal ended up not becoming, you know, priority targets. Our cheetah is about to die. So let's just kill him right now.
Okay, I'm on it.
Twin larges, and then the follow-up of a whole bunch of missiles looking for the crits, which they found them, by the way. In case you were wondering, we located all of the crits. You can start to move down over here. Avoid the flamey bit a little bit if you don't mind. I don't want to light everybody on fire just yet. The Marauder? Is the Marauder actually in a position to shoot things? It is. It's a good shot, too. Also a good shot, but I think, well... It's basically a standard archer with a couple of modifications, it looks like. Just pulses. I mean, technically he does more damage. Are we in the market for a Marauder? Does anybody know?
Time to unload.
Okay, doing a little bit of drilling. Unfortunately, we missed with the gas rifle, which is sort of the thing we needed to annihilate things. I'm on 260 myself. Got down to around 233 after gastric bypass. High stress job with an irregular metal opportunities. Or meal opportunities taxi driver. Just makes it about impossible to keep the weight down. Yeah. I had the amount of jumps in 2 years. Wow. I'm tearing my right ACL playing flag football. That is a hellacious amount of jumps for 2 years, man. You were jumping like... Yeah, you were jumping at least once a week. More than once a week. Holy crap. Ranger 82nd Aviation Brigade, we were always a mission. Well, boss, the archer could replace my former crusader. I don't know about that. That's asking a lot now. Shall we just step up here? Yeah, let's do that. The Ebon Carry does not care. The Ebon Carry has no fear. No reason to fear. The Bola may actually give him a bit of a reason to fear. Actually, the Ebon Carry does give us a small reason to fear.
Got it, Commander.
There we go. Prowler dead. Don't have to worry about him. Was the armor had to be on the mission? No way out? Oof. Yeah. T-Bone! You've got a bit of a long hike to go. But you have multiple targets that you can shoot in the back, which I suppose makes this a lot easier. Who are you shooting in the back? Oh, the Lament is just there. Archer is vulnerable as well. The Loki is also super vulnerable. Well, it's not super vulnerable.
Right, Commander.
Special delivery! Okay, back attacks, ignore guarded state, and we can start moving on towards. You ever landed in one of those death traps and jump every time? Never interfere, Ebon Carry is here. Fastest way back down. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Although then you gotta get a ride back to base. Alright, how will the enemy respond to the annihilation of their little company behind us that was supposed to ambush us and failed to do so? Well, first and foremost, Red Boss is about to take like a 6-year journey. So on this journey, he will someday manage to actually make it back into the fight. And when he does, he will have a lot of firepower, but, you know, it's going to take a little while. The mech was not exactly designed to be quick. I think I got his attention. Okay, so your lasers are in your arms and your torsos. Holy crap!
Can't take much more of this.
That stripped a lot of armor off of the Urban Carry. I was ready to jump down. My first sergeant talked me out of it. Told me to walk the rest of my life, not jump. Man, save your life. Well, people were looking out for you, man. Stopped jumping in 1995. Didn't know I had broken my back till... How do you not know that you broke your back until 2017? That sounds like an injury that would kind of stop you in your tracks pretty gosh darn quick. Okay, where is my Urban Carry? He's basically back down to normal armor, which is a bit of a problem, considering the mech is currently designed to be able to handle the tanking of all incoming fire. Looks like the bola's pulling out a little bit, which is good, because I believe he's casting a jamming field that I don't want to have to deal with right now. Ooh, Loki's actually a good target. Archer is as well. Archer's still offering that back shot, jeez. Alright, we kind of have to go for that Archer then. I mean, it'd be cool to try and steal it, but I'm not going to invest that much into it. No visual target move +2. Right, let's knock away one of those pluses. See if I can improve my heavy large... I know my medium lasers a bit more. So let's go cause some pain. Oh, you've got a buddy. Oh, the Loki has AMS. Interesting.
Scored a critical hit.
We did make the Archer unsteady because we got the gyro crit. Transported in a C-130, it was comfy. I fell asleep on the wobbling seat as it started to accelerate to take off. Woke up when I stopped in the destination target. Nice, you got to miss the entire journey. Other than NCOs wouldn't listen to me when I said my back hurt. They would look at me and say, see nothing wrong with you, get back on mission. Oof. Well, we're out of HE ATM, so we're not going to be able to use it anymore for a little while. Time to get the Disco Cat back. Should be back in action in another 2 turns or so. By that point, it'll be nice and chill.
Need something, Chief?
Barbecue pole. You have a target, and your target is the Lament. Unfortunately, you're going to have to find the Lament, and that's not going to be the easiest of things to pull off. Alarm Strike? Yeah, this seems like a good opportunity. Warlord it, because Warlord's more important right now. And lay on the follow leaders.
On your tape.
Oh, wow, most of those got shot down.
Standing by.
Urban Carry, having a bit of a bad day, as you can see. Not exactly the... Well, that is just a lot of ATMs. Give him a punch to the face.
Here it comes.
I think we caused a little bit more effect on him than he caused to us. Take a step back. There are flames on the way that I would like to avoid. So you know what? We will vigilance. And we will step only slightly to the side. Already got the damage reduction.
Over the red
Okay,
line.
cool. System is now flushing, so we'll be able to get that heat back under control, no problem. Still loaded life rafts on the C5s and C-130s back in the early mid-70s. Ooh, wow. Well, it's nice to have you a part of the community, Coger. Hopefully you continue your recovery. So back injuries are always rough, so good. Best of luck to you, man. Adios, Otto. Unfortunately, we're not going to get that Archer. It's not going to happen. We'll work on finding another Crusader somewhere in the middle of clan space. You know what? Just stay on top of this mountain. You had reasonable accuracy. Just hang up here and continue to bombard.
Targeting enemy backside.
Oh, you missed both times. It's New Year's, now is the time everyone jumps on the bandwagon. Gonna fast next week? Oof, good luck. Never very good at intermittent fasting. Not unless I had like a really important project to like keep me distracted. You know what? You're the only target, so enjoy. Ooh, we actually got some good penetration on that shot. Don't know what a Goshawk is, but we're gonna hurt him. Broken back, I understand the nerve damage, neuropathy, and the compression system. My spine just drive me nuts. Yeah. It's the nerve pain that causes all the problems.
Yeah?
Can I get you into the back of that? I can. Oh, good. Goody, good,
All right,
good.
full speed.
Give the Archer all the love that it needs to die. Oh, we didn't even need the missiles. What am I wasting my time for with all that? Archer's dead. Taken care of. Doing a Daniel fast, that pretty much means vegan and with only water. Only water I can get behind. People drink too much soda. Soda is actually a huge problem for a lot of... Oh, the Loki looks so good. Soda's a huge problem for most people. because you don't think of just how many calories are in a soda. So if you can switch from soda to water, or even just lemonade, like light lemonade, you will save yourself so many calories in a day. Like that, and also beer is another big problem. So alcoholic beverages in general, super high calorie counts because of all the sugar and stuff in it. So that joke with Andy and Park was it Andy and Parks and Rec? I can never remember the names of those. But with him just saying, "Oh, I just stopped drinking beer," that's not necessarily an illegitimate thing. The world is too full to ignore the difficulties of people we encounter. Yeah. Trying to go from soda to cold tea. What I really enjoy is Arizona diet caffeine-free green tea. That is something that I love to. I have like still 2 gallons of it. I had like 5 gallons of it earlier, but I just like continue to drink it over and over. Oh, Grand Summoner. I really shouldn't do this, so I won't. Shut off the large laser, get my heat under control for a turn.
Firing on rear order.
I gotta remember that he just does not have as much
Target's taking a critical
missile
hit.
firepower as I think he does. The Wells Fargo wagon just spoils me with how much firepower the ATMs he has. Speaking of spoiling with firepower, you have your back to me again? Do you want to die? Can't figure out why they're doing it. I'm not complaining, mind you, but it is very odd. I suppose I am complaining a little bit. What do you got? Just looking at targets, what do you see? Turn all your ATMs back on, because we're back on standards. Yeah, there's no armor on that Loki, like, at all. Okay, and we'll start pushing, I feel, towards the water. Because if I can get to that water, I can start going nuts with the firepower. I think I've managed to deal with most of that. Red Gatorade with cranberry juice added. Got water bottles in the fridge that I rotate, makes water taste so much better. Kidney punch to the self-esteem. Broke my heart when the army removed me from the velvet ticket. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can imagine that'd be rough. But I can only imagine, unfortunately. Can I fly? I can. We'll fly. Save ourselves a bit of a trip. Hey, give us some bracing. Alright, Apollo, you are what? 2 turns away from your actual intended target? Yeah, that'll do. That'll keep you in the cover until you actually can pop out on top of that lament. And that in case you're not going to shoot this round, because I don't want to risk jamming, because you're going to need all of your MMLs in order to actually cook him. Because a mech that is designed to fire nothing but heavy larges is going to have a lot of heat control. So we're going to have to deal with that as aggressively as we can. Can I see? There's the direct line of sight that I'm looking for.
Let's move.
Now, I could just go nuts and shoot the back of the lament. I mean, I literally could. 2 heavy larges to the back would actually kill him. 61? To core him out. We're looking at a heavy kit XL, standard XL engine, because of course. So I don't care about anything in the center thrust on this mech. I mean, the Gyro XL is nice, but... Oh, and the 340 is really nice, too. But nothing on that mech really speaks to me much. You are... Oh, I overloaded your Amos. Lovely. What do you got? Small X Pulse, Engine XL. So it's a Loki without a Clan XL? Really? Feels very odd. I get rid of futures of it. Have about as much sugar, so yep. If you don't like drinking water, try filling a glass bottle and putting it in the fridge. If that's not enough, put some lemon in it. Oh, that high-class water, man. High-class water. Could see the Goshawk. Test it.
Let her rip.
Of course you missed. I think I killed the center. Oh no, one of his lasers exploded. Alright, so we managed to save 4 of them. 4 of the heavy larges. So there will be that.
Aye, aye.
Marauder, kill that Goshawk. I think he's trying to run. He's doing a runner. Hey, he's dead. We're still getting 4 of them scrubbed. We saved both of them off the crab and 2 of them off the lament. They'll be there. So not a major concern. I mean, it would have been 6, but who cares? Who needs 6 large improved heavy improved lasers? Yep, but then again, that's exactly what the Marauders are designed to do. If you're having trouble drinking water, put it in an empty bottle to make you feel like better about it. I miss the camaraderie the way the airborne does things to the rest of the army. Yeah. T-Bone, where we... Do you still have a target? You don't. Okay, time for the... Not a Mad Dog to actually finally get on the roll. So we can actually get into the location. What are you doing? As they continue, they're down to 4 units in total, one of which is a vehicle. Although I think this vehicle is jamming. Got a Grand Summoner, which is mostly dead, a Loki, and the Bole. So we can hopefully annihilate him. Punisher's up. Punisher ain't coming in anytime soon. If Punisher gets there before the end of the battle, I will be surprised.
Roger. Full throttle.
Could actually probably get away with a ton or 2 tons less ammunition purely because... What? What'd you shoot me with? Who shot me? Was that the Bole? The Bole E? I can't see what weapons he's got. Grand Summoner... Was not the Grand Summoner. At least not that one. Had to be the Bola. We'll kill the Bola. Looks like he's got a gas rifle. Yeah, you've got an LB-10. And the Loki's all energy. Well, aside from the MRM, but who cares about the MRM? Loki's with rotary autocannons. Now that would be fun. Oh, your AMS unjammed. No.
Standing by.
Exodus. You're going to have to do something. I'm not taking the Loki intact. I have no real interest in the mech either.
All right.
So just rush right on up here. Take aim. You could just probably core him out. How did you lose so much forward armor? Oh. Oh, wait a s... Never mind. We have something very interesting
Attacking from position.
to steal. Just remember what the Crusader Commander said before the Battle of Acre.
Yes.
Paulo, you have a primary target. It's called a Loki. Because that sucker,
Let's move.
he is packing hardened ferrofibrous. And we want that. We want that badly. Hi, buddy.
All right.
175 heat. Not bad, but not cooked just yet. We have much more cooking to do. We're not getting through his armor anytime soon. He is very, very well protected for what he does. The Grand Summoner's not going to be a target. Swedish National Defense Militia is something strange as a military organization with a democratic influence internal structure. That's interesting.
Ready for orders.
Sprogue, confirm. Actually, no, we all saw the video, right, Sprogue?
Roger. Full speed.
Alright, what do you got? Who could just kill the Grand Summoner? Yeah, kill him outright. I've already got one of you on the field that's just sitting there. There were 3 Grand Summoners in this fight. Yeah, the video about the Swedish military guys as they're taking fire and they're like trying to democratically have a process of what they should do next.
Yep.
And the one guy's like, I don't have to make the decisions all the time. Alright, I mean, I could just fire heavy Lars lasers at you. But I don't want to cook just yet. I'm still going to shoot. Jeremy knows what to do.
Target lock on.
More heat! Plus 40 heat. That pushed him further, but he's not cooking just yet. Now is he?
Moving.
Pull off to the side a little bit, give him some room. We're going to need to give him some room. Grand Summoner. Looks like he's trying to get away. You ain't going nowhere.
Commander.
Wouldn't carry. Let's go kill people.
Acknowledged.
Oh, that's too beautiful not to shoot. 99-1, but I don't have detailed information about him. I'm not going to complain, I'm just going to kill him.
Giving him everything I've got.
Structure exposed, which is always good.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
But he hasn't died yet. Does have a gas rifle though. Oh, the Loki's running into the water. He's trying to get that temperature under control. Holy crap, that's a lot of temperature control. We're gonna have to burn him out.
Talk to me.
Come back here, Loki. I have a gift for you.
Affirmative.
Can only imagine how well the US Navy would do if we let sailors vote. Now that is the question.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Not a Mad Dog is about 6 years away from the target as well.
Going turbo.
But hey, somebody needed to escort the Fafnir. If we didn't, then, well, might be all on its lonesome. That would put us into a lot of bad situations. Yeah, I thought you were the one with it. I kind of figured. Stop running, though. Please stop running. Exodus in the most sparkle wagon. Exodus is on temperature once again, so that'll be good.
I copy.
Could shoot you. Your forward armor is gone, but your back armor is fully intact. Of course it is. I could waste my time and kill you, but I'm not going to.
Firing all weapons.
There we go. That way, when the Evan carry comes along, he will annihilate it. Coach, Disco Cat. Yes, it's all coming together now.
Locking on with all weapons.
There we go. So now I just got the Bola and the Hardened Ferro Fibrous Loki, which is interesting.
What's up, boss?
Walk right through that flame. You are going nowhere.
Got the angle. Taking a shot.
Did the pilot just bail? He wasn't even fully shut down and he just bailed out.
Standing by.
I'm very proud of how well that worked out.
Aye, aye.
Okay, you need to go back to gunnery school. You need to actually relearn how to actually shoot that weapon. Because it's clear you have no idea what you're doing. Blast him. Alright, enemy defeated. Cannot take the clearly.
Stay down.
Free hardened armor, yep.
A lot of
Oh, it's worth so much too.
Mission successful.
Let's go see how well it works. Tire hardened armor, mech company, when? We could do it eventually. Like, all the risk gear on the map is just so good and so common. But like the militia votes on stuff, like suggesting equipment improvements, nominations of NCOs. Oh, interesting. $86,000, which is nice. That keeps us from going, you know, out of business. And what? The Timberwolf just picking up all those kills. Just cabin in, stealing all the deaths for everybody. Chester picking up 2,600 experience on that. Of course, they don't, you know, combine anything, which really kind of sucks. Oh, don't tempt me with such things. Let's see, Gauss Rifle Clan, Quantity Dos. So tempting. I need to actually do this if I want to turn... large improved heavy lasers came in batches of 2. Do I need them? 4 tons, 54 heat, 80 damage. Deal superior damage and have no accuracy penalty, but explode for 45 damage. Not sure. I'll have to think about that one. I'm really disappointed that none of the gear stacked. Risk rotary 5. How many? Ooh, this would put me up to 2. We can build one. Whole bunch of targeting computers. Lots of targeting computers. Endo steel. Core 350. I don't have any of those. Clan Excel. Thank you. Where is the hardened ferro? There it is. Spoke, do you want 2 medium or large improved heavy large lasers? Ability, aptitude, competence, and skill cannot be decided by vote, in my opinion, only personal experience. 4 improved heavy large lasers are bust. Oh, but it's a Clan XL engine we can sell for money. Like a lot of money. Another mask, a whole bunch of sensors. Weapon mail plus. I have 3. I'm good on that. Gauss ammo. I have 4 of that. I don't need that either. Show me the rack. Oh, it's caseless ammo. Ugh. Terrible. That doesn't voting matter. It's delivered. There's some immunity. We will grab at least 2 of the improved heavy large lasers. There we go. Wow. Way to screw me on parts there. We did get 6 ATM-6s, which is nice. I can build another ATM mech. Only got the 1 set of... Oh, shoot. No, I took the medium improves. Whoops. Sorry, bro. Heavy Pharaoh. We did get the caseless ammo because of reasons. Break with coffee and goodies is very important. That's okay, Sprog. We weren't going to build a mech. We have 3 mechs with heavy large lasers as their primary armament. Picking up 2 more medium improves, which have a chance of exploding for 45 damage. Not exactly high on my real list of things. By the way, if you happen to be new here, make sure that you hit that follow button so you can get notifications every single time that we go live. We would very much appreciate to have you as part of our little community. If you check on down below, you will notice 7 little urban mechs, or several, not 7, looking just like this. In various colors, which will take you to various places of our community. One to our YouTube channel, where you can watch VODs of everything that we do on Twitch, as well as the YouTube-only campaign, Howl's Heroes, which began as a Tortugan... We're not reloading, bro. As a Tortugan campaign, in the middle of interspace. Also, we stream on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. On Wednesdays and Saturdays, we play RogueTech, the very game that you see before you, a fantastic mod for the BattleTech game made in 2018 by Harebrained Schemes, and just recently came out with their third expansion pack called Heavy Metal with additional mechs. We have been playing with those mechs for quite some time, so we had a little bit of advanced notice on that one, as long as you were playing RogueTech. Oh wow, only 3-day repair in total. That's lovely. I'm very much on board with that. It's very beautiful. Oh wait, no, I almost forgot. Mech Babe!
Nice to see you.
Sprogue is a broken man. He cannot handle the pain. Here's your Gauss full Sprogue. Alright, attach to that. Sprogue, maybe this will make you feel better. We have in our cockpit systems a gunnery support B, which now puts a gunnery 10 pilot inside the Fafnir at a 12 gunnery, meaning that the Pirate Laser AMS can no longer jam. Check barracks for immersion? Yeah, we'll swing by that sort of towards the end of the week when we're about to take another mission. So we will be ready to rock and roll in literally 3 days. 4 days, actually, because the Marauder. Right. Shrug, your Marauder is wasting the entire company's time. I did not get my MML's 10s, did I? Or did I? I'm gonna have to double check that one. Because if we did, then I want to rip them out of here. So, let's see. Although I am at full, which is a bit of a problem. We'll have to do something about that. Oh yeah, the double heatsink will come out. That'll be easy. So, I need weapon. SRM is fine. We only got the one, darn it. Let's check the store. Let's see if there's anything worth buying with our, you know, less than 500,000 C-bills. With a 2 million C-bill price coming up at the end of the month. We need to know a couple of interesting mechs. Alright, Thumper Artillery is somewhat tempting, but it's too expensive for us to afford. So that ain't gonna happen. Hey, here are some large improved heavy lasers. At 1.3 million a pop. Kinetic kill TBMs, which we're not gonna pick up. AMS, light tag. Engine XLs. Defense shower was already interesting. Oh, fire control system Gauss. I need one of these so badly. They increase the Gauss damage by 10%. They're amazing. At least the plus one does. Apparently not on that one. Wonder where they came from. Yeah, I wonder. I have no idea. So many things. This is your first eyes on RogueTech. The learning curve's not as bad as you think, but I would recommend that you play the vanilla game just to get an understanding of the concepts. But yeah, just the mech bay alone makes RogueTech worth playing because it gives you so many more options. So I can't do anything to barbecue pult right now, unfortunately. I would love to rip out this MML-20 for 2 MML-10s, but I've only got the 1 MML-10. So I need to be on the lookout for that. We do need to sell more of the junky mech parts that we picked up, so we can hopefully restore our company to its full and rightful place. Yeah, no Mad Dog. Thank you, I have one. I don't need a second. Gosh Hawk, I'm not even sure what the point of that would have been, but it's gone as well. Grand Summoners, I do like Grand Summoners, but I'm not allowed to have them right now. I've tried on multiple occasions to build them, and every single time I can't. I could sell this. Not sure if it'd be worth. Only Bunny Man emotes allowed. Wait, what? I'm now Bunny Man's community manager? Wait, oh, he's leaving me. Sprogue is leaving me because I refused to get him his heavy large lasers. Although, to be fair, it was a simple mistake. Easy to make. Even a child could have made it. Wait, 1, 2, 3, stop. Hey, we're good. So all of our mechs are back online, and now we should be able to overload with the Fafnir 100% of the time and not have it jam. So that'll be a huge boon to us. Rekgar coming in. Rekgar's gunning for your jobs, bro. He wants to be the community manager now.
Confirm. Yes, Commander.
See if you got any pilot promotions.
Good to go.
I need another gunnery 10 pilot sometime soon. How far away is Jester from it? Jester's like 5 more missions away from that.
I'm here.
I hear ya.
Okay, we are good. Let's go check a mission. Who said that duct tape Lego would be? He's clearly got the qualifications. Oh, 4.5 skull assassinate mission against Clan Wolf. I don't know. Or 4.5 skull. Ugh. Pardon me. 4.5 skull manufacturing facility against Clan Wolf. Both of these would be quite difficult. So when the Pirate AMS breaks, do you have a replacement for it? We do not. If it breaks, it's gone. which is one of the reasons why we worked so hard to make sure that we got the gunnery life support B, which was why it was such a great find in the shop today. Because picking up the gunnery B is now 12 gunnery, which according to Sprogue should put our misfire chance at 0. We don't break up the episodes for YouTube. This gets shot out for the entire thing. I'm just trying to figure out which mission I should take, or if I should travel. I'm really light on cash for a travel, considering that I do need to make out another 1,000,000 Seabills by the end of the month. Although I could check to see how much I would make if I sold that XL engine, because I'm at 4 Clan XLs now. And the reason why I got it was to make sure that I could sell it. So there is that. Let's go check the sellings. And heat. What's the hard target version? Clan Wolf. They're both Clan Wolf targets. So it makes things a little bit more difficult. Oh, it's only 500,000. This part is worth 4.5 million Seabills, yet if you try and sell it, they will only allow you to sell it for 500,000 Seabills. Time to travel. Sproke is afraid. Let's see. 375 Radio Fusion Corporate keeping, absolutely. I'm just checking to see if there's any difference when I look at the faction shop. I don't think there is. Yeah, it's the same. Ken Wolf's artillery regiment said challenge accepted. Yeah, that's the problem. We don't have our own counter battery up yet.
Hey, Commander.
Although,
Be with you in a second.
I could try and refit the... No, I can't refit the Pride. I don't want to refit the Pride. The Pride doesn't have the arm mounts that I need. Because what I need to have in order to build my mech... Sell broken single heatsink? Eventually, sure. When it comes down to it, we'll be looking into it. I need a mech that has lower arm actuators and missiles in the hands. The only mech that I can think of that does that, unfortunately... Well, no, I can think of 2. And one I'm not sure on. But the 2 mechs I can think of is the Crusader, which we used to have and we sold, and the Orion, which we've run into several and we've never bothered to take it. Yeah, Douglas, yeah, the Orion. Because the Catapult doesn't have lower arm actuators, as we found out the other day. So it'll be a Crusader or an Orion, most likely. Because Clan mechs can't take the lower arm actuators. Zeus has double hand actuators? Because that's what I'm looking for. I need one in each hand, and as far as I know, the Zeus has ballistics in the right hand. Yeah, most Orions have arm mounts in the hands. So that's why we gotta find it. First I need to get out of debt, because I'm in a little bit too much of it. Let's go take a look at the navigation. We got 19 days before the end of the month.
Commander on deck.
Got a couple of priority missions, actually, in the middle of nowhere, literally. Could go to the 4.5 skull planet. That would make life even more difficult. Gatekeeper's 21 days away, I can't make it. 27 days away, can't make it. 15 days away, I could make it, but it's a 5 skull planet. Because it's Albion. Which, there's no guarantee there will be any other missions lower in that level. These missile slot on arms? Yeah. Could sell the Annihilator part. When are we going to run into another Annihilator A? It would give me how much? Really? Only 207? That seems awfully low. Also, we're never going to finish this Direwolf until we actually manage to get there. 2 Clan XLs? Yeah, I don't want to sell 2 Clan XLs. I really don't want to sell 2 Clan XLs. Well, because I want to build 2 to 3 mechs. We have several mechs we're looking to construct sometime soon. What am I missing? Yeah, I think if I unlock Drive System 3, then that will give me access to a couple more on-drop tonnage. Can always salvage more XLs? Yeah, I just really hate the idea of doing that. Because I like my XLs. I'm an Intersphere player, so hoarding Clan XLs is a big deal to me. Alright, let's go make some money. Let's sell off all of the chaff at this point. Let's get rid of it so we don't have it cluttering up the loot table. Such as life. That's what you think. Life doesn't have to be that way. It's only because you accept it that way that it becomes that way. Silver bullet pirates, thank you. Silver bullet gases. It's just a normal one. We do have 2 sniper artilleries. Ooh. What mech could I turn into a sniper mech? It took a Mackie at 100 tons to build a sniper mech. And we only had one. Mauler is getting there. Mauler is 40 days out. The Mauler ain't getting built anytime soon. It can be evil if the missions that beat you, followed you from planet to planet, chasing you down. The game would have to actually, like, you would have to be able to cause an effect against an enemy before that would be reasonable. APODs, I probably won't use, but I'll keep my ballistics. I don't think I'm getting rid of any of my ballistics. I have an Ultra 20, which I'm definitely going to keep. Most of the stuff that I would be selling is in Fusion. How many heat sinks do I have? Random heat sinks sitting here for 10,000. Sell 3 more of them. I recently had 70-something single heat sinks over in my MechWarrior 5 campaign. Prototypes, standard engine, yeah. Also, these are super expensive to install on mechs. Alright, we're at 2.2 million C-bills. That'll pay for us. I don't really need to sell anything else. I've been through this like 3 or 4 times, actually. So, navigation, let's go. Don't need a 200. Sprog, that 200 is explicitly there for your urban mech. So, that 200 and the 180. I keep so we can actually build the Lego. Alright, traveling to Gatekeeper. 15-day trip. Stop. Is there any modifications I need to make in any mix? Ain't the 180 for the AoE? They're both there for the AoE. I haven't made a determination of what we're doing with the urban mech yet. Do I need to make any modifications to you? I'd like to amp the firepower up on this, but I don't see how. The hardened ferrofibrous really takes away so much of your tonnage. And also a lot of your crit slots. Somebody has suggested that I put the hardened ferrofibrous in the God, what's it called? The Wells Fargo wagon. Unfortunately, it just does not have the tonnage for that. Double core man, double therapy. Another heavy large laser? I don't think I have one. Yeah, we don't got a second one. ATMs are always the fun show, though. Get a single double heatsink to handle the heat, and it doesn't really do a great job of it. How much heat do you build? Single heatsink is 6, so 30% off of the 88 would be more than 6, I think. Or no, it'd be a 15, because it'd be the 1 for 1. Now we're 10k channel points. You should spend some. You should. I don't know what you'd spend them on, but you should. Maybe if people spend a whole bunch of channel points, I'll figure out something to do with the channel points. Differences between heavy ferro versus black carpus? Black carpus takes less locations. We were originally going to turn the the Pride into basically a close quarters monster with some black carpus, and it just never ended up happening. Maybe because the entire mech got annihilated. Don't need all that armor with regrowing stuff. You do. You 100% do. If I were to rip it all out. Because we were going to go black carpus on this mech. Because we were going to go AC-20 plus like 3 MML-10s. But I don't have the MML-10s for it anymore. Don't even think I have the ammunition for it. Let's just get to the planet. I want another mission. I crave blood. Yeah, the stealth is also quite helpful. Because it makes the mech much more difficult to destroy. It's one of the reasons why I can throw the ebb and carry right into the middle of an enemy group and be like, that's going to be reasonable. That'll work. Oh, there's another jump ship. Interesting. Who else is here? Who else is in my way? Okay, all of our money is about to disappear. Darius, on behalf of the band, I formally charge you. Sure, we'll accept the invitation. Great, he's got drunk. Well, at least when he's fatigued, he has a chance of not ejecting because he's an idiot. Wolf Artillery Regiment is following you. Hopefully not. We've never had an armor breach on it. We have. Yeah, the Wolf Artillery Regiment sends its regards on that measure. We have absolutely had armor breaches before on that mech. It ain't pretty. Alright, let's go check out a brand new mission. I desire to destroy things. Probably shouldn't hit the store button. Should it go to Argo or Barracks? Because the store is the slowest loader. But you have to double load the command center, by the way. In case you're new to the mod, when you go to a planet, load the command center, leave the command center, come back to the command center, and then it will actually fill in the entire list. A forward reservist. Lovely. Against the local pirates. Maybe they will finally show me a Red Reaper. I desperately desire them to. Pride, Marauder, Warhammer, Shadowcat, Arclight getting that Timberwolf, Jester gets in the Marauder, Couch strides the Mad Dog, and that puts T-Bone in the Disco Cat. When's the next make a shoe drop? As soon as I can scrounge the time. The holidays are absolutely brutal, and in my family the holidays last for a long time around the area. So hopefully in a week or so. Because I really like playing Mech HQ. It's a lot of fun to be able to have to deal with the combined arms aspect of the game, and dealing with the way the vehicles are supposed to be implemented, with how vulnerable they are from the side. Might have been a good misclick. Oh, check for ammo at the store? Nah. We'll wait for after this mission. We had no money to buy ammo. We're down to 200,000 Seagulls. It's not enough to buy anything useful. So do we very much. With any luck, though, we won't. Well, actually, no. We do want to run into a certain level of the artillery regiment. We want to fight a few arrow carriers to steal all of their ammunition, because we still need about 2 more tons of ammo before I'm going to feel comfortable with it. Fast cam is terrible. I hate fast cam. I do not enjoy fast cam ammunition. I think it's dumb. I know it's an incredibly effective and useful way of managing to control the AI movements, but I never use it in sufficient numbers in order to make it worthwhile. So I don't like fast cam. Although to be fair, I've never really built indirect fire mechs before. That only has come about fairly recently because we continually run into just the entire company's worth of artillery mechs and artillery vehicles across the entirety of all foes that we fight. Like, Howl got her butt kicked by artillery. Apollo's gotten his butt kicked twice by artillery. It's just too powerful to ignore at this point. And so we need to just stack as much of it as we can in the company. Which, you know, makes things a little bit more difficult than it otherwise needs to be. Alrighty. Good morning, Random Planet. So we're here to knock out the artillery observers. Oh great, it's gonna be a walk. We did not get dropped on top of them this time. It's time for a walk. Nice. We must travel at the speed of the Fafnir, which is slow. Incredibly slow. Yeah, so we're looking to build potentially 2 different types of artillery mechs. One artillery mech is an arrow artillery mech, which can afford to actually be more sort of nimble and aggressive, because the arrows are only 12 tons each. So 12 tons per arrow. We want 2 arrows on a mech, plus the 6 tons of ammunition that it needs to kind of be reasonable. 8 tons would probably be even better. But at 6 tons, we're looking at 30 tons of pod space just purely on that alone. Plus another about, I'd say 2 tons on accuracy buffing equipment, because things like the weapon mounts and the recoil pluses that we'd want to put on the mech. And then on top of that, you'd also need another 3 tons worth of a warfare suite in order to improve your accuracy. If we can get a CWS suite, that would be better. But I don't think we're going to run into one of those anytime soon, because that'll give us even more bonuses for accuracy and sort of the long-range combat.
I've got your back.
I like the Punisher. There we go. So when we stack all of that together, we're probably talking somewhere in the neighborhood of 34, 35 tons worth of pod space needed. Then we're going to want a fairly decent sized engine. We're also going to need to armor it to heck, because despite what Sprogue seems to think, and a lot of people seem to think, you can't skimp on armor at this level anymore, because the number of arrows that you're going to fight, I mean, sure, it's the mech's supposed to be in the back, but the arrow doesn't care. The arrow has a 1,700 meter range. The arrow is going to find you and kill you. So you really do have to bring in armor on everybody in order to share, in order to survive just the steady pounding of incoming enemy artillery. So it's going to be heavily armored. So at that point, we're looking at probably an assault class mech. Maybe able to cram it onto something as small as an Orion. Maybe, but I'm not positive on that.
Roger.
I'd like to put jump jets on it too, just to make it even more nimble, just because I find it funny. But Clan Wolf is Clan Wolf. What other clan would have an artillery regiment roaming around? Folks, multiple artillery regiments at this point. Oh, it's been just nightmarish trying to fight all the artillery that comes our way. The other mech that we want to build is a twin sniper artillery mech, and that's going to be a bit of a trick, because in order to make that work, we're going to need 46 tons of pod space and gun alone, not counting anything else, because two 20-ton sniper cannons. That'll be difficult. Plus all the various ammunition that you can cram into them. And if you want to build a sniper mech, you can't have lower arm actuators. So you need to have a mech that has two arms with ballistics that do not have lower arm actuators. It's going to have to be at probably around the 40-ton mech range. The Direwell could do it. The Direwell 100% could do it. It has the built-in Clan XL engine. Actually, no, it can't, because it has lower arm actuators, doesn't it? Jamie was not a stupid man. He was not.
Receiving you.
That is very true. Well, in some ways he did some dumb things. Challenging an entire house to a death match is probably not exactly the most brilliant plan for future survivability, but I mean, he was pretty smart about it. Clan Wolf has done something this year. I'm trying to remember, does the Direwolf have lower arm actuators?
Understood.
Because if it does, then you can't fit a sniper artillery in there. If it doesn't, you can go nuts with it. So we'll have to figure out how to make that one work. Didn't say he had full control over his temper. Yep. By the time we get into the fight, though, the one bonus about having the long spawns is that by the time we get there, our armor is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be great. We're just gonna be able to fight anybody we want at that point. Are you waiting for me? I think they're waiting for me.
Standing by.
They're not gonna come out and fight. They're gonna hide. How very unclan-like of you.
Heading out.
Yeah. So a lot of artillery is what we want to build into it. I would like to have at least 2 artillery mechs, and I'd kind of prefer to put on 2, or would prefer to put on a full 4-unit artillery. Even if 2 of those mechs are light artillery like thumpers. Turret-mounted artillery direwolf back. I feel 2 hardened ferrofibrous mechs. I love hikes. Yeah, like as an idea of being able to get a whole ton of armor, it's great, but I don't like the slowdown.
Yep.
Isn't that Sprogue's Urban mech? Is what Sprogue's Urban mech?
Let's move.
Oh, the turret-mounted artillery on the Direwolf mech? Is there a spinal mount Gauss, or there's a spinal mount heavy Gauss rifle? Is there a spinal mount long tom?
On my way.
A Lego on each shoulder, and let's roll. Yep. Because if this is a spinal mount long tom, slow is relative. Well, I'm for the most part a cavalry mech player. Like, there's a reason why I like mechs like the Champion and the Charger, because they're fast. But so this slow pace is not really up to me. Your missions all take 2 hours.
Talk to me.
Oh, eventually it may get to the point. Our higher level missions certainly take a very long time. Hey, about moving coming in with the deal with it, Irby. Oh, I'm already out. No. I've run out of water. Oh, we're in trouble now. Keep up, Wells Fargo Wagon. Try not to be the first one shot, because you do not take fire well. Should probably rebuild the Wells Fargo Wagon. I like the number of ATMs I've crammed into it, but I do have some concerns. Gotta get the Evan carrier just a little bit out ahead, because it always gets shot at all the time. Only railguns are CT mounted? No, you can center torso mount a heavy Gauss rifle. There's a specific one for it. It's pretty cool, actually. You can find them on Marauder 2s.
What do you need?
So it does like 125 damage or so. About 1 minute per enemy in the decision making of the AI. Ouch, that sucks. Although the AI has a cap of 40 seconds. So there is that.
Moving to position.
The BFG? It's not a BFG, it's an improved heavy Gauss rifle. Hello DreamMag, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you along for the ride.
On you, Commander.
We are slow walking our way into the fight, and the way that Sprogue would most certainly approve of, as we steadily build armor and travel across 2 maps worth of actual in-game play in order to kill somebody. I do hope that it will turn out well.
Ready to rock.
But yeah, the Fafnir has a lot of firepower built into it. You just have to be able to get close with the firepower, which can prove to be a little bit of a difficult thing to do.
How can I help?
It is not a nimble mech. There are days when I dream of what would happen if I just mounted all the lamb gear I could possibly get onto this mech to make it fly. Just for the giggles, I could put heavy large lasers on the outer arms, and that would work. Because it has the energy hardpoints out there. If I said give myself last year and I ignored it, don't start repair with anything several days before important day celebration. Oh, in real life?
Ready for
Yeah, that's generally a bad idea. Murphy will come over and get you every single time.
Ready for orders.
Ick. Ick, continue work. Listen, your fire fists. Fire fists on a... I don't think it can mount it. It doesn't have hand actuators.
Roger.
I mean, you would, but it... On a lamb mech? Did it once.
Skipper.
I did it once and it didn't work. The lamb mech always got out too far ahead. It was too easy to get in trouble. And then it just got focused by everything.
I hear
So I
ya.
just stopped using it. I ended up selling the lamb, unfortunately. That's what happened to the Screamer. It just could not handle the sort of fight that it constantly got itself into.
Yeah?
So, a bit unfortunate. Because it was a very nice mech.
Copy that.
But I simply couldn't just keep shoving money down a hole. Because it never was actually on the field very often.
Commander.
Like, it would get on the field and then it would have to spend like a month off. And it'd get on the field and it would spend a month off.
Shooting. Just
Yeah, Jadehawk was a similar problem. So I'm not quite sure how to build a proper heat aggression mech that isn't just missiles. New coil guns? Lamb's having more than 8 evasion pips. As far as I know, the coil guns will not be included in RogueTech.
clear the way.
So I don't think we have to worry about that. Yeah, the coil guns won't be in RogueTech. They've been blacklisted already. DC sounds like needed, like it'd be needed for a mech like that. Battle computer?
Standing by.
You definitely need AMS if you're going to build a lamb that's designed to get in close to an enemy.
Standing by.
Preferably a clan laser AMS for a little bit of self-protection. A black harpus? Ooh, the problem with the black harpus is that
Standing by.
the lamb has so few slots available.
Move order.
You can't change out the armor because it's already the lamb aluminum armor. Which if you try, I don't think you actually can remove it, but even if you could remove it, you lose a ton of jump distance.
What are your orders, Skipper?
So, although I hear apparently that LA is making a couple of new lambs, so maybe she will include some sort of game-breaking equipment that gives a lamb a self-repair ability as well. It wouldn't surprise me. Jadehawk didn't have anything special? No, it was pretty straightforward. 75-ton mech, 4 Gauss rifles, 2 flamers, and a really big core, and I think we had some jump jets on it. Coil only works on walk? Well, it only works on walk because the game doesn't let you shoot on run. Oh shoot, I walked you. No. No. You're the slowest thing out here. Still another map to make through. Through here. The enemy will engage us about here. And that's when the artillery starts flying. Well, it's important to remove improved vectoring jump jets because of the weight. They weigh 5 tons each.
Receiving you.
Yeah, the Jadehawk had that problem. We pulled them all off. They were too heavy for what we wanted to do with it.
Rolling.
Hey, we found the enemy. What do we got? It's a trooper. How adorable.
On your tail.
Miss. Cue enemy start to back off. Yeah, if the enemy started backing up, they'd outrun us. 100%. That is not even a joke. They would probably outrun our company. Oh, he is so dead.
Firing a full salvo.
Gone. Just gone.
That's the way we do it.
Maximum range Marauder, baby. You were thinking about how to make a non-missile heat build. I think the Black Harpus is the way to go if you want to use the flamers and the plasma. Yeah, probably. Oh, we got an Otter. Where's Otter? Otter's not here today. Oh, but we found him in game.
Commander.
The question is, will Otter survive in game? I'm going to bet no.
Pedal to the metal.
Hi, Otter. It has twin support ballistics. I'm going to guess targeting pods? Or not targeting pods, but mech pods. So we probably want to kill it quick. We found him, now we must kill him.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
Blap. Oh yeah, shoot, I didn't turn this to maximum overload, superpower.
Nothing. You hear me?
Mad dude in power armor, rush to melee, trying to melee us. See, the thing is that in BattleTech,
How's it going?
power armor is stupidly scarily good. What do we got over here? Oh, it's a rapier. Ooh. Is it the rapier or the dagger, the one with the pirate laser MS? Let's find out. Not you.
Engaging target.
There's our extra. You're mine, baby.
Yep.
Although we're gonna have some trouble lighting you on fire, but you're mine. Get that Timberwolf up front. Yes, it does sure sound like it. You know what? Just keep lobbing fire over in this direction.
Aye, aye. Engaging target.
Oh, Otter's almost dead already. 40 missiles to the face. See what happens. Yeah, if the enemy do run and not stand there menacingly. Coach,
Confirmed.
bring in the not a mad dog.
Quick stepping it.
Lay a sensor lock down just to improve the odds just a little bit. Although always getting a sensor lock on a vehicle target, a helicopter, is always hard. Because they're not actually where the model is. Oh, we got an Inferno. That needs to die.
Now let's see how you handle this.
We missed. That needs to die now. The clans have stars of power armor. Attacking mechs is part of their standard infantry. Yep. Toads everywhere. You don't want to be there. Trust me. It'll end badly. Very badly.
Roger.
Surprisingly good accuracy from this range. But I've only got 20 rounds, which is 10 rounds of shooting, so I've got to kind of save that. You gather a bunch of them, you can play Battletoads. Do you have Battletoads? And they... Oh, that's lovely. That's a thing of beauty. That's taking up 5 tons on that mech, by the way. So, the Rapier, obviously we want to steal. The Centurion, we have no interest in. The Hunter, we can annihilate without caring. A little bit lighter than I wasn't expecting. I think Hell's Horses is the only one that uses significant amounts of infantry. Most clans go for standard infantry. Most go for elementals. Hell's Horses also goes for a ridiculous amount of vehicles. Like, they drive most clan vehicle production. For good reason. What are you? Oh, you're the Centurion. Don't care. You're an Urban Mech. Don't care. You're a Hunter. Don't care. You're the Rapier. I do care. And the Otter I very much care about, because you need to die, and you need to die now. Maybe if I just fire even more 40 missiles at his face, he might explode. Somebody just failed some sort of level of artillery. Oh, we got a mortar carrier. Yeah, I'll light one though.
Ready for orders.
Exodus! Ho ho, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Sensor lock.
Sensors locked on.
Let's make it nice and easy on us. 32 accuracy. Switching to high explosive and ER does not change a thing. So let's make sure he dies. Good. Don't have to deal with the bomb.
Vehicle trashed.
So suspicious cargo is, of course, a self-detonating suicide bomb, which we don't want to have to deal with today. Bring the Timberwolf on forward. Just a little bit of pressure. All right, have we identified more on the list? There's the Urban Mech. No, no. Ooh, Hollander 2. And a Marauder. Okay, standard Marauder, though. Fire starter off in the corner. Okay. Terrible accuracy. Terrible accuracy. Terrible accuracy. All of it is just terrible accuracy. Even the fire starter's terrible shot. Alright, if I can only see the Rapier, let's start getting a little bit of incendiary seeding going on in here. Yes, he definitely is the one who's packing it.
Standing by.
Marauder. Don't kill the Rapier. We're here to save the Rapier. Please kill the fast cam mortar carrier. I was hoping for a crit to just detonate the entire thing. As expected of Owens. Wait, what? Why are we talking about Owens now? Paulo, unfortunately you're going to have to somehow figure out a way to get through all of his point defense. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But yeah, one of these energy hardpoints is, or maybe the unidentified is. Could fire at you. Fire at you.
Target acquired.
Ooh, we got one of the listen kills to hit. So he's almost dead. But he did manage to shoot down most of that. The more I cook him, though, the more he has to handle that heat. So there is a small positive to just continuing to fire heavy weapons towards most of the enemy out here. Where's that carrier? There's that carrier.
Cry
Not a single missile from that one got through. Shooting skill with baby. Like go out on the field today.
Yup.
Not a mad dog. Yeah, no, I can. Ooh, 33%. 27. Wait, I saw a dervish. Oh, you're the pirate dervish. Right. Just got a pirate rack 10. Interesting. It's the Oscout. Wait, there's the Oscout? I don't see him on Southers right now. Double tap. Missed by 9%. Second favorite child, obviously. Well, we'll have to see what happens at the end of our attempt to steal the rapier, because the rapier is obviously the primary target. Because it currently is packing a pirate laser AMS, which is too important to ignore. It is that good of a piece of equipment.
Max speed, no shooting.
I could shoot a little bit at you, and I will be chill doing it, so I may as well. A little bit of pain on the dervish. The Marauder is a good candidate. The Hollander 2, I think, is a good candidate, although it is a pirate version. So it's only got the rack 10. But not the good rack 10, it's got the pirate rack 10. So I don't really care about taking it intact. I'm operating on exhaustion and coffee, ignoring things that what isn't happening. Because they are happening in my head. Good luck! You're gonna need it. You're definitely gonna need it. Alright, come on, who's next? We're on 19, I'm waiting on Punisher on 16. And that's it. So we're basically just sitting still until our assault mech can get in the fight. It's kind of weird. We actually do only have a single assault mech for all of our firepower here. Might as well take a nap, man. You don't want to ruin yourself. If that Marauder is at all smart, he will continue to bombard from range, because closing to getting close would be a huge mistake. As would closing to get in close with that rapier. So I do hope that he decides he's going to be super aggressive with the rapier. You just started. You're already sick of it. Oof. Should sit back, relax, listen to some calming music. That'll help you. Who's next? Come on. Oh, there they're moving. Got the Centurion shifting off to the side. He's going to lay his LRM 10 or 15 or whatever. Nothing serious. We'll not get through our point defense. We have that covered. Dervish is a cooker, unfortunately. He's got a lot of Inferno rockets on board. Makes life a little bit more difficult than it otherwise needs to be. Hunters are just annoying. Health and good sleep is linked. This is true. It's all repairs. I figured you'd show up at some point. So the Marauder is going to hang back. Going to fire PPCs at a longish range. There's only the one, right? Good. A second one didn't suddenly appear.
I've got your back.
Dervish needs to... Or not Dervish. Fafnir covered a little bit of ground. Give it about 2 more turns before it actually gets into a position to start shooting people. Because at this point, the range is just too long to try and rely on those heavy Gauss rifles. Especially with our limited ammunition store. 10 shots is all we're getting. Don't clump up any... Clump up. Yeah, we're good. They don't have artillery. I mean, they've got the mortar carrier. But I'm not really worried about the mortar carrier, if I'm completely honest. Who else has twin PPCs? It's an interesting way to greet the day. Is that? Some of that got through. That hunter's so dead, though. You hot-loaded it, too. Okay, we got a Warhammer and a Marauder up top. How do you unlock larger drops? Well, if you're playing RogueTech, what you need to do is you go into your engineering bay and you start repairing the second Leopard. So, it'll be a couple million for the initial couple of purchases of stuff in the repair bay, but once you start getting on the going, you'll increase the number of mechs that you can drop continually. You'll also need to increase the command and control so you can control all of those mechs that you are buying at the moment. And then you'll also need to improve the engines on that dropship so that you can drop more and more weight. There's more mech mods? Yeah.
Receiving you.
So, it is an involved process that will cost you like 10 million seagulls or so.
Throttle down.
So good luck, Naughty. Rapier, Hunter, light mortar carrier.
Locking on target.
Still not dead, but we did start a fire near him. That'll be good. Ebb and carry. He didn't move. That rapier did not move. I wonder if that rapier has figured out that we want to steal him. That we want to steal him good.
Locked on target.
Hey, we got another hit author. Gistar.
What's up, boss?
Your Marauder is basically required to annihilate whatever he sees. Easy kill. Don't want to kill you. Could hurt you. Yeah, we'll pick you off.
Here it comes.
I don't want to deal with your fast cam shenanigans. We hit the Hollander.
Reporting. Enemy vehicle eliminated.
Oh, good miss. Good miss.
Moving out.
So we've got the fast cam out. We've managed to take out 3 units already, which is great. Although that rapier is going to be such a pain to steal.
Roger.
42 on you. I don't kind of think I need to, so I'm going to save the ammo. More specifically, I'm going to be saving the chance of the missile launchers jamming. It's a light carrier driver. This is fine.
Yeah?
Team Beowulf. Keep coming forward. Push, push, push. Be aggressive.
Let's move.
24. No. No, no. 24 is actually probably the best I'm going to get, isn't it? No, we got 29 with the Hollander, but we kind of want to take the Hollander somewhat intact. It's a 6-hour Warhammer, so it's a pretty bog standard Warhammer. Alright. More incendiary.
Roger.
Any. Ooh, plus 51 heat. He is actually burning a little bit. That's really good, actually. Get up on top of this guy.
Affirmative.
And see if you can't kill him.
Sending Alpha strike.
Popped. Easy peasy.
You like that?
Yeah, the opportunity to get an additional pirate laser AMS is huge. Because I would love to have 2 pirate laser AMSs in the company. I just need to create a situation where I can use both of them at full effectiveness. Just think of the tank as being a sauna. It's a very pleasant place to be. Until the entire thing exploded. Really, it comes down to weighing what do I want to kill and what do I want to steal. Oh, penetrating hits on the fire starter already. More importantly, he just had to fire, what, 40 missiles? So that ought to be one. Hollander coming in. He's got his rack. That rack 10 is such a piece of junk. I've never seen it actually used properly.
How can I help?
You can keep on striding forward, being incredibly aggressive and looking terrifying. Maybe the enemy will decide to run away. Guess it's time for the mech fist fighting. Not quite yet, but we're going to get there soon. Yeah, the accuracy is still terrible. It's the rapier which is messing with everything. Shut off the gas rifles.
Locked on target.
Ooh, we hit him too. Fire starters are about to have a bad day. Time to duck. I'll be careful. You don't want to miss and shoot your own friends in the back when you're firing heavy Gauss rifles. That tends to be a bit of a faux pas. Does not end well. You really should avoid it whenever possible. However, in a situation where it's not possible to avoid, well, be a really good shot. Oh, he's coming close. Yes, 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 yes. He is a cooking too. So we are overtaxing his pirate laser AMS, and he's struggling to handle it. Are you gonna fire with your rockets? Yeah, Urban Carry is about to get a little bit toasty. Oh, not too toasty. Only 4. 4 heat. 15 of 74 rockets were shut down. Is Punisher piloting it? Piloting what? Punisher's piloting the Fafnir. He's going for the waterman. He's going for the... Yeah, he is. We're not going to let him get there, though. Don't worry. He's overheat. He's showing a side. We're going to cook him. Oh, yeah, you're the Centurion. Never mind. I was like, wait, Warhammer with a big gun? Seems odd. Who's up next? Nope, we're just waiting for the enemy to finish the turn. So if I can get Apollo and Arclight to pounce him, I may actually be able to cause enough heat problems for him that he'll totally torch. Little dude. Because we got to save that. We have to save that pirate laser AMS. It's going to be a bit of a challenge to get it, but if we can, then we will have a backup, and more importantly, we will be able to build that into another mech. Quite sure which mech we would want to build that into, but having 2 pirate laser AMS mechs would be too amazing. You have decided to stop using the group AMS on the barbecue vault. Too hot? I don't need to use it at the moment, so...
Waiting for orders.
So where I can save heat, I do. Oh, this is... Good luck. You're gonna need it. SRMs. Give me tandem. No, no. Dead fire. Yeah, Infernos, please. Warlord it up. Because you're gonna need it. 116 heat. That was just enough to... Well, not just enough, but enough to shove him over. I knew I was going to have to overcome that pirate laser AMS, and we managed to do it. Okay, Wells Fargo wagon. Time for you to hopefully avoid flames, if at all possible. I don't care about that Centurion. You can turn it into slag if you see it. Or the fire starter. Yeah, that'll do fine.
Targeting for an outlet.
Dead. Just gone. Deleted.
Hostile. Removed.
T-Bone, where be you?
Waiting on you, Commander.
Right, you're basically flanking and killing people in the back, which is kind of exactly what you were designed to do. So keep doing it. You're doing a great job. Do I mask it just for this? I think I will. Let's mask him. Kick on the mask for maximum speed and aggression. I want to be able to get on top of this target. Specifically, I want to get behind the target. Wait for it to fully calculate how fast our shadow cat can move. It's time for disco. There we go.
Going turbo.
Perfect. 99 ones, and we're going to cook a little bit, but that's fine. There we go. Urban Mech gone. No need to worry anymore.
Stay down.
We've taken care of the deadly Urban Mech.
You could fry
I'm drilling with a rack
here.
hammer build. Me too. I'm looking forward to it. That'll be a second mech that'll be very good. What's up with the area that's glowing? Not anymore. It has been taken care of. So we've got 75% of the supporting lance destroyed, 25% of the primary force, so that's basically an entire force deleted already. And one is at 50% already. Let's see. Eck. Evan Carey. Hey, you no longer have anybody who's actually counteracting your ability to shoot people. So why don't you go ahead and shoot a lot of people? Hollander, no thank you. The Bandit, on the other hand, I would like to kill. I currently have zero respect for that, whatchamacallit? Rocket launcher explosion just took him down. I have no respect for that Hollander. The Rack 10 pirate is just, as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty junk. Maybe it's just because I haven't seen it in full action, but it just seems like a piece of crap. You're still alive. How adorable. Let's stop that from being the case.
On my way. Double time.
I'm king of Warcraft, so I field 4 tank barrages. Oh, I should do that sometime, just for the giggles. Marauder, I want to steal... Oh, you're the AC-20 version. Oh. Did you get a headshot? Looked like you got a headshot.
Yup.
Coach, not a mad dog. Bring it forth. Bring forth the not a mad dog. Sure, blow off his head if you can. Oh no, that's the Raper. Never mind. Blow off his leg if you can.
Affirmative.
Sensors impaired. Calls out left leg. Did whatever it did.
Yep.
And the Timberwolf. A little bit more cooking. Call for the head. 87%. Incendiaries.
I'm taking this shot.
Vetted bird. Plus 32 more heat. Pilot is about to have a really bad day.
On it.
Next turn, we will flush an entire 200 more heat on top of that mech, and hopefully that will be a sufficient number in order to completely deal with any problems that we will have to deal with in the near future. No. I mean, I could, but I have a Centurion to kill. So, Catapult, my recommendation, ya best duck. Oh, nice. Finally got to do it properly.
That's one less.
Locate the enemy, target the enemy. Double heavy Gauss. Gone. I'd love to see you in an urban biome. Yeah. Saw a bunch of rockets that we forgot to install some case. This is okay. Look at this place. 50,000 people used to listen. Now it's a ghost town. Oh. But apparently it's abandoned, guys. Don't worry. You don't need to worry about flattening all the buildings. Nobody's here. They're all safe. In another castle. Did the Marauder just stand still? He did. The fool. You are on so much fire. It's hilarious. So we're gonna pour even more fire into it. The goal is to steal a pirate laser AMS. Because pirate laser AMSs are just phenomenal. And having 2 of them in a company, if I can get a second pilot who happens to have a sufficient level of God, what's the word? Gunnery. That it can cause some serious havoc. You missed badly. Now you're standing up, so you're easy to knock down again. He does have a radical coolant system, which I would like to steal because those are very useful. I'm just going to ignore you as you do. I have a 99-1. I'm just going to offensive push and blow off your leg. Target his leg. Tear it off.
Confirmed.
There we go. Both legs destroyed.
Goes trash.
And he's out. I think we saved the center torso. I hope we saved the center torso. Never mind. An ammunition explosion went off. We did not save that center torso. Target his face. Get out of the mech, Shinji. I will continue to pour more fire onto it. Don't think I won't. I will get you out of the mech before you know what's going on. Right, the Marauder needs to continue his, well, his havoc. Got a Warhammer and a Marauder and a Hollander. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care about the Hollander, because it's a pirate Hollander. Doesn't have a Gauss rifle, doesn't have anything cool in it. It's just, well, it's a Hollander. What are we expecting? Amp up the firepower. Just drill, drill, drill. Equary.
Commander?
Go for SCT if you explode, you have less junk in the radar for the random. I think we're gonna be fine in terms of just random junk. There's a minefield here where the guy kept dropping it on himself. Target the Eben. See? Pirate Rack 10. Piece of junk. It just exploded for no reason at all.
Moving to position.
Step out of the fire to make sure that you don't cook in the next round. Also, if you go for the center torso, you still have all of the limbs, all of the weapons, all of the cockpit systems that can clutter up the loot table. So honestly, if you're trying to preserve the loot table, go for both torsos and then the CT. Because that'll be the quickest and easiest way to remove it from the problem. Okay, the Hollander doesn't have a gun anymore. It's just extra shiny though. Either it's broken or it's broken. Yeah, that's about an accurate statement right there. I should go for the legs. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Confirmed.
Hip, foot, lower leg, warfare suite. Damn it. We blew it up. Somehow transferred up through the leg to blow out the side torso.
What can I do for you?
I don't know, but somehow it did it. Well, that's irritating.
No need to tell me.
Assuage my irritation by blowing up a Hollander.
This should be good.
Okay, it's not fully dead, but I appreciate your effort.
My heat getting pretty high. Confirm.
Coach, bring in the nut of Mad Dog. Well, I'm a little bit surprised that you still have a jammed weapon system. Why is that?
Let's move.
Why is this Hollander such a terrible shot? There it goes. Now it's unjammed. Ammo's in the legs. Not on most mechs, it ain't. Nail him a Wells Fargo wagon. That's not okay. He's jamming. Who's jamming?
I've got your back.
Let's remove the jammers. I don't quite want to shoot that far through you. It does concern me a little bit.
Printing.
Where is the catapult? Ooh, is the catapult blocked? Aha, the catapult's blocked. Fire away with impunity. Oh, I should have realized the shadow was right behind him, so maybe not fire with such impunity, but you managed to nail both shots. So, no harm, no foul. So we got 2 mechs left to go. Warhammer and a Marauder. The Warhammer tried, failed.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
The cat? Phew. Nah, it was fine. Are you firing? He's split firing his machine guns. Ugh. Although he is cooking now, so that'll be an easy torch. Apollo!
Waiting for orders.
Let's go start a barbecue. You're at 20, you're at 16. Yeah, just torch the Marauder. Light him on all the fire. There we go. 195 heat, he's off. We'll take care of you in a bit. 75 ton mech, man. It's nothing special, but it's, you know, 75 ton mech.
Yes, Commander.
Components on the left on the mech is random, not to... No, it's very much what you save. 100% Lorgar. I'm positive on that fact. It's not a random assertion. It's whatever you saved off the mech. How's your gunnery? Gunnery 9, which means you don't have... Or tactics, I mean. Which is 8, which means you don't have improved call shot. So in that case, you're just gonna sort of run in front of everybody, and you're gonna... You say, shoot me.
Got it, Commander.
Go fire your weapons into my mech. Oh, we hit landmines. Who'd have thunk it?
Yep.
Arclight, bring in the Timberwolf.
Understood. Moving fast.
Take aim at the Warhammer, which is some cooking.
Copy that.
More cooking. All the fire conventions. This is only 32. Used to be matched in RogueTech, but after Urban Warfare, they made it random, if I recall correctly. It's not. It's not. I don't know how to tell this more emphatically, but it's not.
Aye, aye.
The parts that you get on the mech when you build it are, but from the salvage screen, no. It's very much a specific. You get this, whatever you saved. Go drilling for a head.
Firing all weapons.
You did a headshot and a pilot injury. You haven't even released a post-Urban Warfare? You have. We're playing it. You're thinking heavy metal.
I'm here.
Alright, what do we got? How badly damaged? Oh, it always opens a side torso when it happens. Ugh. Can't take things and save them anymore. You don't have a tactics... Oh, you do have a tactics 10. Is that an actual tactics 10? It is. Interesting. What weapons will you utilize to attack this with tactics 10? Guillotines. You're going to shut off all of your ATMs because they're incredibly haphazard. You're only going to fire 2 medium lasers.
Attacking from position. Mech destroyed.
Okay, apparently had a... We blew off the torso and the head. Great. It could have been a better day today.
I hear ya.
D-Bone, just chill. Get out of the fire and chill.
No sweat.
Too much of a AC-5 ammo explosion? That's one way to do it. No, it was the left torso. It was his open torso that we opened up when we drilled him. So.
10-4.
Apollo, set fire to the... Could you send Punisher in? Say Punisher kill. I mean, he's in range now. He's finally hit that range. Save it. See if we can still... Ammo was a sin. Ammo's not a sin. Unprotected ammo might be a little bit more dangerous than your average ammunition, but ammo is not a sin in and of itself. You should probably carry a single tag to point laser on the enemy's face when down. Yeah. I remember that one time where the enemy mech had a single structure point left in the center torso and we tagged it to death. Why would you do this to yourself?
Good
I shouldn't complain, but dude, why would you do this to yourself? Have more love for yourself. You matter, buddy. Oh, you used to matter.
Position confirmed.
Now you're about to charbroil.
Roger. Got it.
All this ammo just going up in smoke.
Mission successful.
How could it have been the AC5? Oh yeah, the AC5 ammo is in the left torso, not the right torso. I would bet you that I could kick your butt with a Rack 5 mech, and that requires ammunition, Sprogue. It is one of the most deadly mechs in the game, as are artillery mechs, which all require ammo. All right, 184,000, not bad. Could have been better. And minimal damage across the entire company, so we should be able to turn this around in at least 3 days, which is, you know, our pilot reset time, apparently. The Rapier comes in 4 parts. Flamers, heavy flamers, mortars, narcs, suspicious cargo, in case you're, you know, feeling somewhat suicidal. In which case, seek help. Exchangers are nice. I have none. Ballistic +++ is nice. Haha, gunnery support A and B. Yes. Ultra gyro, no thank you. Sniper sensor is interesting, but it's not that great. Stealth X is terrible stealth armor. Fast cam mortars. Am I really going to be taking just this? An indirect 1. I do need it. Got the indirect 1 instead. Where is it? That'll work on the gun mech. Although I'd prefer to have an indirect plus, which I don't know if I have or not. There we go. Exploding gun is not a thing, is it known? Lightning could shoot 3 times without any ammunition. He's powered by friendship. Technically, he can shoot more than that. If you get lucky. Alright, what do we get? They're going to give us all 4 of the Rapier parts, nice, and the Hollander part. Heavy Flamer, PPC, the Pirate Engine, and Heavy Flamer ammo for a Heavy Flamer we don't use. So there's that. We have enough Ultra Autocannons to build, or no, we have enough Rotary Autocannons to build a Rack 5 mech. I just don't have the support systems for it yet, because I need a mech with ballistic arms with lower actuators. That's going to take time to scrounge. Gotta find a mech that can do it. It can't be an Omni. Which we're in the middle of clan space. That makes life just a little bit more difficult than it needs to be. By the time I made a melee only game, that would be quite painful. Simply edit the explode chance off, then what's the point of playing? So we need a ballistic arm mech. We need 2 of them actually. One with lower arm actuators, one without. We've taken Colleen, 62,000 for 5 days, although I'm not quite sure if it's actually going to be 5 days. I'm hoping that it won't be, but you never quite know. But we have enough gunnery support in order to construct an entire another mech, which is great. Yeah, we'll be ready in 3 days. Gausser's in 19. Cycle through the day. Stop. Stole an extra day from me, game. Pilots in the barracks. What do you got? Domination doesn't run. No. No.
I'm receiving you.
No.
Receiving you.
No.
Orders.
I don't think any of our pilots are going to level up. Punisher has been just gaining experience so slowly. Like 7,000 experience. He's been in every single game that we've played so far. All I need is, you know, Tactics 10.
I'm here.
Waiting on you,
Rush
Commander.
running. Oh good, we can pick up the 7 tactics. That'll be useful. We need to get him up to 8 before I push for piloting 10. Alright, store. Show me the store. I need arrow ammo if anybody's been robbing them. Because arrow ammunition would be just the best pickup. I mean, I can't build the mech yet, but I can dream. I can dream. Ooh, UAC ammo half. Stormcrow and a Viper, so somebody else is fighting right now. Hag 40, a Risk Rack 2. Double Gus! Thank you! I'm out of money! Should have sold stuff before I went in. Oh, 2 of these, that would be nice. Laser MS. It's improved. Couple of cores that are not particularly useful. Enhanced imaging would be nice. Yeah, let's go check out that ammo in the normal shop. We were talking AC-10 double, which we don't need. Slugs, which we do need, and a half ton of UAC ammo, which we kind of need, but it's only 3 shots. Game. Let's go get ourselves a little bit of money that we managed to make on that last mission. Storage. The Berserker. 191,000 for that, is not bad. 4 parts, 2 a Raven. There we go, 500,000. We are 1.5 million C-bills in the hole. So not terrible. Could sell the Urban mech. Right. What do we got? Which mech would be the next recipient of a Pirate Laser AMS? Probably Urban Jag. Kind of want to do something to this. I just don't know what. 4 ATM-6s is proving to be really nice. And the medium lasers are solid backup. It doesn't need most of this junk that it's got. Oh, this is a solid mech. There's nothing I can do to it. It's pure. I need a inner sphere mech with ballistic arms and lower actuators. Your ballistics are in his shoulders, aren't they? Despite the fact that it's currently showing ultra autocannon tens. He didn't see the allies at the back. He was getting XP from damage to the mission. Don't forget to mount the ammo. 1 free ton. Some gas mech. What? Don't forget to mount what ammo? None of our mechs are... Well, the Marauder's using a Gauss rifle. Good point. Let's give them a... Well, I probably won't mount it until next week. Because of the... I'd want to take a mission before I took a little bit of repair time. But yeah, that would give him an additional 4 shots, which is useful. Does take away my ability to hide it in the center core, though. Which is incredibly useful at the moment. I'm so irritated by this. Because this is so inefficient. I need a warfare suite. Marauder's too slow for that. Could I mount it on the Wells Fargo wagon? I don't think I can. It's using Pharaoh already. Just want to check to see what would happen if I tried to. Yeah, we would be overweight by 5 tons almost. Because it in and of itself weighs additional weight.
All systems nominal.
Oh, thank you, McIntyre, for the follow. Glad to have you along for it. It only needs 1 slot in the leg. The Hardened Pharaoh needs both slots in your legs. So Hardened Pharaoh is much more difficult to cram into a mech. No, so there's 2 kinds of repairing armor. There's the Black Carapace, which I don't know if it's a lesser form, but it takes up less space. And then there's Hardened Pharaoh, which takes up 4 slots. Or which takes up even more slots. And the Hardened Pharaoh is... Well, we have 2... We literally have 2 tons of it. Holy crap. Hardened Pharaoh would do that. And it's even heavier. So it's not easy to put in... It's not easy to retrofit into a mech. So it would be more than a little bit difficult to try. I would love to turn this mech into a twin rack mech. Oh, that would make my life so happy. We're gonna do that. Let's test that just real quick. Very quickly. I just want to see what would happen if I tried to do this. Because I have the guns. I have the ammo. The question is, do I have the tonnage? It's got a Nova CEWS already. It's really good. I have an indirect fire plus on this thing. Why? It's a risk rack. Risk rack. Oh, it has the tonnage for it too. Ammo. Rack Ultra. But do I not have the ammo for it? Oh, I could have sworn I had the ammunition for it. Oh, that sucks. Because this actually has enough tonnage to pull this off. The question is, would I have enough arm actuators to make this work? Upper recoil, can I put that on an Omni? I can. Okay, I'm short a ton. But I could probably make that work. So first chance we get, we have to do something like this. Because we have the tonnage. It's a fast mech, which means it gets to reposition easily. It already has most of its equipment already built in to be cool. I will lose the ears, which really kind of sucks because that's kind of the point of a Timberwolf. But, I mean, we'd be putting a twin Risk Rack 5 mech on the field. And if you watch Howl's campaign at all, you will know just how ridiculously powerful the Rakatar is. And the Rakatar is kind of slow, especially compared to a Timberwolf. Timberwolf will be able to get wherever it's needed to be immediately. So... we can probably do that, and I want to give it a shot as soon as we can. We just apparently need ammunition for it, so we need Rack 5 double tons. As many as we can possibly get. Yeah, losing the ears really sucks. I don't want to, but I don't have much of a choice if I want to do this, and I kind of do. If I could find myself a Warhammer 2C, I could also do it. Because I think the Warhammer 2C has ballistic arms. Oh, not a Mad Dog could do it. But not a Mad Dog could do it better. Oh, I think it could. Because you got to remember something about the Not a Mad Dog. First of all, it's not complete. It still has room for an XL gyro. Still has room for an XL engine. So if I pulled off all of this junk, well, it's not junk, but you get the idea. And I wouldn't need the exchanger. That gives me 30 tons. So here's why the Not a Mad Dog can do the job better. Because Not a Mad Dog can go weapon mount, upper recoil. Got too fast for the game. And by doing that, throwing in on top of that let's see, it just perfectly fits. And then 8 tons of ammo. And we can get to that 8 tons without too much trouble because all we need to do is then throw in not that one, equipment, structure, all the way down. XL gyro, trim a little armor. And voila. See, if we were to throw in the XL engine, we could throw in a bigger core. Like, if we wanted to go kind of nuts with it, we need to remember we need 8 tons for we need to have 8 tons for the ammunition. But if we wanted to go, we go Clan XL engine, gives us 16 tons. Come over to the core. Tell it 375? Not quite a 375, but like a 350, maybe a 330-ish. Speed that mech up to about a 9.5. That's reasonable. Heck, we could even put in additional weapon systems on this mech at this tonnage rate. Is there a difference? We're at 9.5. We're at... Oh yeah, good point. So 14 tons. But we would want even more. We would want an even bigger core hide, because I'd wanted this mech to move as fast as I possibly could. Because if I can get this mech moving really fast, I can get on top of things. And with twin wrist crack 5s, with upper recoil and weapon mounts onto it, and I would need to find another upper recoil plus. We'd definitely be on the lookout for one of those. This mech would just rip through things. Now, it would take a lot longer to build, so it's not a single day flip around. Shame we've not got the hard points for more racks. Unfortunately, risk racks are 11 tons because they're stupidly heavy. They should be 10. Normal racks should be 10 tons. Optimal values would be 280 or 350. So we would want to put in a 350 rate of fusion core. For sure. And it can haul around a single tag. I'd put a... How many? I would put a barrage tag on that thing. Ho. Black Carapace with twin rack 5s? Yep, another good option we could throw in there. I would want to try and give it some speed though. So if I could fit the Black Carapace in as long as with the 300 rated fusion core, that would be okay in my eyes. So, but yeah, I think that's probably the future of the Not a Mad Dog, because it can do that really, really well. Although one thing that we can't do, one thing we can't do with this, unfortunately, because of certain limitations on the mech, is because it has that lower arm actuator. I can't just throw in a sniper artillery piece, which I would love to do. That would be fun. Because the PPC in the heavy MRM30 is nice, but it's not great. Can't black carapace it because no... Oh yeah, good point. We wouldn't have any room in the arms. Makes a second rack hammer. Yeah. That rack armor needs modifications too. Even more firepower. Could I do a... I think I could, actually. As long as they're fantasized dream building of certain mech types. You don't have... Yeah, you don't. So what I could do... I want to hit the strip equipment button, but I can't because it pulls everything out of the center torso as well. So you have to drag everything off your mech. And that's a little bit buggy at times. I don't have the tonnage for it, unfortunately. But you'll notice a sniper artillery fits perfectly inside a mech that doesn't have any lower arm actuators. So, I mean, I wouldn't do that. That would be dumb, but... the incendiary ammo needs to go. Element Inferno is so bad. It helps out a little bit, and that's the only reason I'm keeping it around. I don't use a lot of it, so it's going to be fine for now. really the LRMs are incredibly underwhelming for what I was expecting. So I need to come up with a different solution, and that different solution, unfortunately, is going to be MMLs with SRMs. So at that point, do I rebuild the last version of the Timberwolf that had an Ultra Autocannon 20? I mean, that Ultra Autocannon 20 and that Timberwolf was amazing because it got up on top of things and just gutted them with heavy weapons. Plams? Pirate Laser AMS? Instead of it. If we had the tonnage for it, I wouldn't be opposed to it. 3C20. Do I have the ammo for it? Rack Ultra. A double ton, which is 12 shots. I need 2 double tons or 4 tons in total. Both the LRM-20s, both the LRM-20s. LRM ammo, LRM ammo. Do I need this much heat sinking at this point? No, I don't. $72 for 86. Maybe we keep that exchanger in there. Pull out all the normal double heat sinks. Gives me about 5.5 tons left. Something like that. Just get Hydra ammo. People tell me that all the time. And the thing is, Hydra ammo does not come up very much. So I will keep that in mind, but the trouble is finding it. Alright, so we have a good plan for the Not a Mad Dog. We're going to turn this Warhammer with a little bit more gunfire power. We're going to swap out everything, give it twin racks and an upgraded engine. But we got to find the ammo for that because apparently we don't have any. We need 4 double tons. So 8 tons in total, but 4 double tons is all we're actually looking for. So yeah, alright, we've been streaming for about 3 hours. We've been having a good time. I think we kicked some serious butt, took some serious names, moved to a new planet with a couple of new missions, and new opportunities abound. We are 16 days away from having the Gaussler, which is... Oh, this is a full rebuild, isn't it? This is a... I think, removed, install head, install right component. Yeah. Yeah, this is a heavy MRM build now. So it went from 4 Gauss rifles, which we could actually go back to now. I think we picked up 2 of them. To a heavy MRM something. I'm trying to find it in this list, but it's incredibly hard to read. Because you just want to scroll through as fast as possible. It installed H. So I don't know what size heavy MRM we installed, but we are installing a heavy MRM. So 2 heavy MRMs and 2 Gauss rifles. That'll be the new version of the Gaussler. I would actually like to go back to the quad Gauss rifles because the amount of pinpoint that thing put out was just absolutely ridiculous. On Planet Michael Bay. Yes, we are on Planet Michael Bay. Alright, folks, thank you very much for watching. It has been a blast. I have been Tirak. If you've been enjoying what you've been seeing so far, make sure you hit the follow button. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. But yeah, follow button if you haven't done so before so you can get notifications every single time we go live. We go live on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Wednesdays and Saturdays, we play this, which is Apollo's Vipers. If at some point we actually die in our campaign and like everything ends, we will rebuild the company from, well, scratch. We'll start a whole new company and you will have all kinds of input on what we actually do for said company, which is kind of the way that we sort of roll things here. Haven't really needed to do that with Apollo so far. We've been, well, surviving for the most part. But yeah, if you want to be involved in like the management of the company, feel free to speak up at any time. I love taking suggestions from the community on doing things. And on Fridays, we play MechWarrior 5 with members of our community. We play MechWarrior 5 co-op only because single player seems to be all boring and we want to have fun with lots of friends. So, good night, folks. Have luck, and I will see you all in the next episode.